So basically, you're resting like at night, and you are trying to manipulate these pieces, these plates, right?
I'm working on mastering.
Right. Okay, that's annoying. I thought if I just changed the URL on the shared tab, it would switch, but I think that the screen sharing is like faked into the URL or something.
Oh, probably.
I don't want to have to redo it every time I change the image. There we go. Okay. Oh, I have 4 fear. Okay. So that's, I think that's right. Alright,
Seems
blow my
like
nose and then we'll start. Prepare your whatever.
Prepare thyself.
Where's Andrew at?
He's like 5 minutes away.
Okay.
I thought he was 5 minutes away. He stopped at home.
Step at home, yo.
Oh snap! It's not cookies.
Your mom can't save you now.
It's not a cookie, mother. I know I missed.
Oh, buddy. Still carrying it on my shoulder.
I mean,
is it the blue thing?
Yeah.
Lightning?
You just see like me having like
I think it's curtains. Yeah. Erin is supposed to be the lovable little mascot, not that little thing.
Are you jealous?
Yes.
Here, this is like.
He's further away than
What
that.
the hell is
That's cool. Yeah, it's not, won't be a
You
fight.
can ride on my
You're not going to miss a fight. So, any long rest questions? Good. You guys healed up?
Level 2.
I'm gonna start a fight.
Level 2.
So just so
anything
Andrew
you want
misses
to on
it.
those long rests?
What?
I'm gonna start a fight just so Andrew misses it.
Yeah.
What? Sorry.
Would you do anything you want on those long rests?
There's
Explore the forest?
Anything you want.
We only had 2. So the next morning, so typically what you do after a mission, after a training mission, whatever, it's very standard. You guys all know what to do. You get all your weapons, all your armor, bring it to your squad barracks. Okay, so you guys are doing that now. You get everything up on the table. You're cleaning. You're sharpening. You're repairing. You're making. You're polishing your boots. Some of you are hungover. Joe is extremely hungover. What is Joe?
I'm ready to go, man. Like I said, I put in the chat, but I'm like, I woke up, my whining's done. I lead the team on the morning run.
Okay.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, people gonna say.
So Joe is like,
Yeah.
Well, you're like,
somehow his hangover was just.
you know that you're
He's like 19. You're pretty springy.
It's not bad. Like that.
but yeah, you're
You took
here.
this to
You're
a-
waiting for the Sarge
Yeah.
to show up. Sarge was there. He was in Eldora with you. He was at Normandy with you. Congratulated you afterward. He was there in the throne room when Biff was
Any reaction
tragically
from him?
killed.
I lost no sleep over that. Also.
Yeah.
He's a Sarge, like I said, he's a different person after boot camp. In boot camp, he was on you, like you hated him, and now after Normandy, it was like you're a fellow soldier. You're not his lackey anymore. Like you've earned his respect.
Was Biff his fellow soldier?
And yeah, like when Biff was killed, I think if you looked at Sarge, and when the President of the Emperor, Biff is like just yes sir, on one knee, whatever, and Sarge, and that hurt. Like you learned to read him pretty well, and like looking at his face, like the normal person would see no reaction, and I think that it hurt him too.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys? Is there any discussion? Is it like what is the mood? You guys are getting your armor ready. You're getting your weapons ready. Tell me what you're doing.
I think kid's still seeing like hallucinating a little bit from the toast bit
From
last
all
night,
the drugs.
but he's kind of like taking some deep breaths, like doing some meditation, clearing his mind. But every once in a while, you'll see him like, "What is that? Oh, no, don't follow it." And then he kind of like pulls himself back together. But there's a little like tiny lingering effects, but he knows how to deal with it.
It's a fleeting high. is what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying.
sort of like fading as the morning wears on. So
Is it chipper? Are y'all guys cutting up like normal, or is it like a somber mood after what happened yesterday?
I'm good. Kid is always kind of
Yeah.
like,
I'm energetic, but not.
I'm
watching Kent. I'm like sharpening my sword.
yeah. Kid's never been chipper. He's always been like very, very like
Trying to make
serious
eye
and
contact with Kent.
purpose driven. So he's never been like the cutting up and like just completely like joking around and having fun. But it's like he's definitely like more in thought this morning. But he's like in thought, like focused on the mission.
Contemplative.
So he's looking at like some plans or whatever it is that we have like for the mission, and just trying to figure out like, okay, where do I fit in here? How do I best do my job?
The Radris, are you? How do you pronounce your name?
Eridus.
Eridus. Eridus, are you showing off your armor, or are you like, check this out?
Yeah, I'm pretty much, after just one night here, I come out right here. I get it! This actually, because apparently I'm proficient in this weapon.
So yeah, you walk in, and there's like a center gem when it's in the armor mode. You come clanking in. It's heavy. This is heavy. Like I said, it hurts your evasion by 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of the time I'm going to have it as the blade.
And you come in, you're just like, check this out, and you push the gem,
Mhm.
and it depresses slightly, and the gaps in the armor briefly kind of light up red, and they come off, and you've practiced this like all night. They come off and they reform in the air, and you hold your hand up, and it comes together, and then you grab it. And so you've practiced this, and in your study of it, you've actually seen the first thing you were kind of trying to test was you kind of snuck over to where Joe was struggling last night.
Mm-hmm.
He made progress in understanding his equipment, but you're trying to see if your activation could affect his, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw that was not the case. And as you're studying it closer, you see on the armor there are lots of little symbols and runes and that kind of thing, very, very small.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually see a common kind of series of characters. Like, again, you don't really know what they mean exactly, but you saw them on all the pieces and on the activation. So you know that there's some kind of link between the activation and, like, it knows what pieces belong together, the magic of it. And it can't affect other sets, right? But you think maybe, so you're thinking, you're just a little engineered. Like, what if I scratched off the code off of his and put my code on? Would it then start affecting it? So you didn't try that, but you're trying to figure out how it works. And
For gameplay purposes, I'm saying mine's stuck as a shield.
That's fine.
I can be like, bang it, and it goes like, back to a shield. God damn it.
So yeah, you were messing with it last night, and it was kind of a dangerous endeavor. You're hitting the button and it flies into pieces, and then the dagger goes spinning off and hits the wall, and you're just like, okay, and
Yeah.
you slowly.
I was doing this drunk too, so
Yeah, you.
Woo!
Thing. Draven, you had this stack of metal is heavy. Logistics are going to be very hard. A bag of holding would be nice, but you don't have a great way of getting this stuff around because it's a stack of metal about this high, right? About 6 plates. So it's getting it around, taking it on this mission is probably not going to happen. You don't know how to. You haven't mastered it yet anyway.
Is that something that I can
I
get
buy a donkey.
in any point? Is that like or
a bag of holding?
no, like the plates?
Oh
Is that like an actual item?
no, I just made it.
Okay.
It's not, you're not gonna look it up.
If I've been going like kind of going back and
I
forth
made all
between
those up.
both of them, kind of looking at their stuff too.
All right, I like that. Yeah.
Aaron probably actually has a thought in his head, thinking like, wonder if his gauntlets can affect our weapons.
Be careful with those.
And so the guy that you're going to go rescue, extract, whatever you want to say, he's an expert on this magic tech, and that's the reason he's so valuable. And that's like being able to shift between offense and defense in combat, being modular like that, is a huge advantage. And even in its base forms, this is better than standard equipment.
Yeah.
This is improved chainmail, right? Valuable stuff, flexible stuff. Anyone else? Anyone's? Are y'all having any conversations while you're sharpening and cleaning?
Honestly, surprised nobody has said anything to Drake.
Yeah, y'all
I'm
have
s-
anything to say?
I'm just acting like I normally do, being like, yeah. Because the moment
You're thrilled that you figured out.
well, anytime Aaron gets his hands on something magical or some form of new tech he hasn't fiddled with, he's like,
I think the kid would probably have a conversation with him in the morning and kind of privately take him off to the side and just kind of, in a very short way, like just remind him that we're here for a purpose and we just need to make sure that we understand what that purpose is. We're not just following blindly. We need to actually know what our goal is. Because otherwise we won't have the same force of will. Not an emergency.
No, yeah, probably like before we all like do our thing, I'll probably go up to what's your character's name again?
Draven.
Straight I'm like, nice kill.
So would you have done it? Dravenwart wasn't there.
Doing what needed to be done.
Oh yeah, I would have totally gone up, ripped the guy's throat out.
Like you're like, I don't need the sword.
I wait till Kyle gets back to
So why?
answer his character.
What?
Why?
because he's this person.
Because what?
Well, because the Emperor told me to.
Okay. Why are you so? Are you a high elf?
No, but I came to being lonely.
So did I. Like, Biff was our comrade. Biff was a soldier with us.
Well,
I mean, I just want you to defend why you would cut us out. Other than the Emperor said so.
when someone says gives my character a chance to kill, I'll take it.
Opportunist.
Okay.
My character spent his entire life waiting and dreaming of the moment he can serve his kingdom and his emperor and his military. So he was doing
This what it looked like in your dreams?
Was there any like?
You're the Emperor telling you to kill a friend was what you've been dreaming about since you were a child?
It's not my friend.
We went through boot together. We saved his life twice.
Yeah, you didn't feel there wasn't any kind of loyalty, camaraderie with Biff. Um,
I did what needed to be done.
Have better dreams when you're a kid.
Did what needed to be done, and like Batman said in the Tower of Doom, I'll do it again.
you do it again. The silence is broken by a injury.
By a flying pork chop. Why are you
I'm gonna
huffing?
tell Kyle's character that
The
I did
bike?
what needed to be done.
The one will not have any
That
batteries?
one wheel was fun.
Because I'm here to
And
serve
it's that
my
little
military.
hill to get
I
up here.
put it in my
Take on the lower of the neighborhood.
And there are
Right on
going
the
to be times
30-pound one wheel.
where we're going to have to do things that we don't want to do but need to be done.
I agree that we're going to have to do things that we don't want to do that need to be done. I question that needed to be done.
That he was going to be killed regardless. If I
Yeah.
did it or any of us did it, he was going to be killed regardless.
Well, the Emperor said it's either Biff or Hopper. That was the choice.
And I chose to kill Biff, not Hopper.
Well, Kit would answer that with saying sometimes the choice is not a choice. Sometimes the choice is a test. And I would say, based on my upbringing, that we failed that test. All of us. Not
I
just you.
agree.
We all failed that test. Because if that's the Emperor's goal, then I can't say that is a goal that is worth fighting.
I think we passed the test.
Well, that is where we disagree.
He saw loyalty and he's weeding out weakness. Bane is not built on weakness.
You saying Biff was weak? He wasn't weak
Biff was
when he
part of the
was
squad.
climbing the hill when we were claiming land for the Emperor. So what is Biff? Was he an old pair of boots that the Emperor just throws away when he's done with them? What are we?
All
Hmm.
Then what's the point?
to serve your kingdom, and your military, and your emperor.
My kingdom is willing
What?
to kill me on a whim, then it's not my kingdom.
Y'all chose to be here for whatever reason it was.
There were a lot of reasons. But
They didn't sing this particular song in boot camp.
yeah, this wasn't exactly on the flyer.
But let's go on the mission.
Ted Hut, Sarge, you guys are arguing, talking. Don't notice Sarge come in. His call to attention breaks the silence. What do you do? Are you guys? I mean, so the normal is just stop what you're doing, stand up straight.
Yeah, Joe does.
Yeah, just snap to attention. As we have been trained to do.
Man, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Starts kind of walking amongst you, and you kind of like checking boots, checking your armor. Joe, how you doing, son?
Outstanding, Sarge.
That's so.
He looks a little gray. He's got some cold sweat from the hangover, but he's in shape. He's ready to go. He just ran a few miles.
That's
Hoorah, Sarge!
so. Everybody was killed yesterday, and that's all you got to say. So, doing great.
That's all I gotta say right now, Sarge.
And he kind of puts his hand, he kind of pats you on the shoulder, and he's just like, yeah, I hear you, son. I hear you. He keeps walking amongst you. Private Hopper, how are we this fine morning?
He's got a fly or something buzzing by his head. Fine.
Snatch the fly.
Fine. You two? Just
Ready to go. Gotta get out of this town. Gotta go. Let's go.
you guys are just peachy. Everything that happened yesterday, you're just doing great. Is that what I'm hearing?
A little shocked, but
Yes, sir. So I'm ready to fight, continue doing what I need to do, what I committed to do. And I will not lie to you, I am a little shaken. My resolve is still in place, but we'll see.
That's what I want to hear, soldier. I want your lies. I don't want your fake enthusiasm. That was for boot camp.
No, sir. I signed the contract. I chose to be here. I'm here to do a job.
Sir, I want to get out of this fucked up town. These fucked up, backstabbing, fucking pointy-eared motherfuckers who killed my friend. Out on the front again where it makes fucking sense.
Now that's an honest reaction, Jeff. That is not what I wanted to hear, but that's what I expected to hear. Private Draven,
yes, sir.
you talked about what Bane was built on a moment ago. What you said what it wasn't built on. What do you think it's built on?
It's built on strength and power.
Incorrect. You're close, but man, come with me. And he
Yes, sir.
leads you out the door. Leave your stuff. Leave what you're doing. Let's see if this works. Boom. Yeah, it's better. Okay, I just goofed it up. I was complaining.
Money.
He leads you out the door, down the street, down a few streets. You guys are marching in place, going through. The streets are clean. There's kids running around. You don't see homeless people. You don't see trash. And he leads you up some steps, up on a balcony. And looking down from this balcony, there's a marketplace. You see, this is probably a scene that you've seen similar in the past from maybe your hometowns or the little bit of traveling that you've done. People buying and selling goods. But what's weird about, that instantly catches your eye about this marketplace is a massive pile of gold in the center of the market. Talking probably 10,000 gold. Out in the open, there are no guards around it. There's no guards or soldiers that you can see at all, besides you guys. Looking down, you're watching closely, you'll see people wheeling in goods, and they leave it on the table, put things there, walking up to the pile, taking a few pieces, counting it out, and then they leave. Someone else comes, drops off their goods, takes a few pieces, and then they leave. You even see a child bring something small, something handmade, take two pieces, hold them up to the light, trying to see, maybe they're looking for an insignia, looking for which one's shinier. They pick one over the other, throw the other back in. There's no one watching this process. There's no record keeping going on. There's no check happening. There are children running around, laughter. People are smiling at each other. Sarge has brought you here. You all are looking down on this scene. Private Draven, I asked you what Bane was built upon. What's the foundation of Bane? It's this. It's all about trust. That is the foundation of our society. You know what? Yesterday was a rough day for all of us. Biff was a good soldier. he didn't have a lot of talent that you guys have, but you know that makes him. He was at the front of that boat. You know what I mean? And there are times, like right now, where your faith is going to be tested. Right? It's happened to me many times through my career. He's a half elf as well.
Who are we seeing down in this beautiful Nazi fucking Disneyland marketplace? All high elves?
No,
Really?
it's a mix. Every official, every every officer is a high elf. All the royal guards were high elves, but there's a mix down here.
Okay.
What was Biff?
He's human. No, the only high elf in all of boot camp was Rick. He just says, you know, your faith is going to be tested. It's probably being tested right now. And every time that my faith is tested, that a decision is made that I don't agree with, I come here. And I just watch. And you know, the Emperor made a decision yesterday that those brothers around, man, but I didn't like it. You probably didn't like it either. You know, Draven, good man, stepped up, protected your squad. Well done. But that tested my faith. Man, I just want you to look down there, look down at these kids, look at these people, look at these smiling faces. Is this worth it? Is it worth it? Is this life worth this? That's what you all got to decide that for yourselves. I can't make that decision for you. Man, I don't always get it. I don't always get Bane's what Bane does, but Bane decides. I've seen some Bane do some messed up stuff in my time. But you can't argue with this. You know what I mean, man? How do you get here? Sorry, I'm pointing down at the scene. At floating chest of gold. Double rainbow. Am I making sense, man? Does this make sense?
The way I see it, it's like trust is also somewhat has to do with fear.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, these people can trust that, you know, or we can trust that these people are doing the right thing, but they know they have to do the right thing out of fear.
You're right. But have you ever seen a city where there's no fear? People have no fear to hurt one another, steal from each other? Is that the kind of place you want to live? Is that the kind of society that you want to build?
Actually, I have. So, to be honest with you, I come from a community of faith where we have nothing but trust and love for one another, and there's no fear there because we trust one another, we love one another, but we actually trust one another.
Well, I envy you, son. Maybe one day you'll be the emperor.
I don't want to be the Emperor Sarge. I just want to serve Maine, and I want to have the opportunity to travel to the reaches of the globe, this wonderful rock, Aethoria, and maybe spread that message to a few other places.
Well, let me ask you something, son. Is this what you want to see? All over the world?
No, I'll be honest. The big pile of chests in the middle of town doesn't necessarily strike me as the benevolent leaders that some might see it as. I see it more as a somewhat passive aggressive show of force in that
It's a test. Trust is built on fear.
I look down private cliff and I see the faces and I see the children and Bane pays a high price to have this. You guys know that better than most. You guys paid that price yesterday. It's hard to argue. In my mind, it's hard to argue with the scene that you see before you. And that's what Bane's all about.
it is quite the spectacle. I will say that.
Well, Bane's not perfect. Not perfect. But, maybe you can make it that way. Maybe you can make it better. Living away from fear, more toward trust.
Yeah. That's what I'm all about.
Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done being your buddy. If anyone asks, I'll shoot you out. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Let's go back.
Ouch.
Leads you back to the barracks. Preparations are nearing complete. He gives you this. I can pass that around if you'd like. From what we know, the scientist.
Is this soy sauce and matches? What were the techniques?
It's tea and coffee. Put in the air fryer.
Excuse me.
Soy sauce is one of the things you're supposed to like. Soy sauce and water, and you use it.
That's what I use.
I
It had the room smell.
struggled.
Wasn't that in one of the videos too?
Yeah.
This is the second draft. He
What is this that we're looking at?
This is where the scientist is being held. Your mission is to go to
That looks like a fortress already.
Julong.
Can we get some shape charges and a few RPGs?
So,
What are we gonna do with role-playing games?
scientist is here. And you guys can mark on that, draw on it. He's in that main building inside the keep.
That one there?
Yeah, he's in
Okay.
there.
A big blob of soy sauces.
Yeah. This near the
Is
All
it
right.
soy sauce or is it like coffee?
is
It's
coffee.
actually poo.
Then
Taste
you,
it.
then you get a map of
Smells like coffee.
map of Aethoria.
I dropped it so fast.
Come on, temperature. Keep on dropping.
You figured out your AC?
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh shit! How much?
What's wrong with it? Double brain.
Wow.
Ping let me ping Mark Olson.
What's wrong?
He works on AC for fun.
Okay.
He installed a whole new system on our rental.
Oh.
I did a little bit of it. Come on.
You know what Ned that lives across the street from us?
More support.
Her brother-in-law, he does AC stuff. He actually came in to replace the damper on ours yesterday. And that shit, Reliable wanted to charge us like almost $700 for it. He charged us like $460. And it's a digital one.
Okay.
All right. So,
Got a screen, shows the damper opening. It's like,
scientist is here in the fort,
In the
in the kingdom of Julong. Seriously. Anyway,
you could take it.
this is this is what you came up with. This is the Dwarven Kingdom. It's your neighbor. They are the scientist. The scientist is an expert on all the invader, the people, the technology, like this stuff. So, around the fort is a shield. Okay. The control for the shield is about a mile away, further into the city. That's here. Okay. This is the
Where's the fort?
The fort is not on here. But the fort is like a mile that way.
Okay.
Okay. It has a moat around it. And
The
anyway.
keep that we're looking at. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, can I see this?
Oh, we have to get rid of the.
A mile away from Zhulong?
Sorry, a mile away from the shield control. So around this fort is a magical barrier. Okay,
Of course, though.
can't get through it
Or got awesome bumps.
unless you. I mean, you have an ability that says you can.
We need some fucking Ewoks.
So
That's what you're saying. We gotta bring down the shield.
Oh,
Yes.
We're above awesome bumps.
So the fort is a mile that way. This is the control for the shield. So typically people will walk up and they'll say, "Oh, we need in. You know, we're supposed to be here." And the guards will use a messaging stone, communicate. Oh, give us the passcode. Okay, they turn off the shield. Shield goes down for 30 seconds at a time, and allows people in and out.
So you
Shoot,
should
it's
get
like
from a
casual.
mile away.
You have
What?
totally
I don't
turned
know,
the
just
Jedi
act like
us
you're
and
flying
Rogue
casual.
One us.
Wait, how are you supposed to get there from a mile away?
Well, someone has to come here, turn off the shield. Someone has to come here, get the scientists.
Sir, but I was going to let him through.
Now, the third thing, there's another issue. In the middle of the fort
Darth Vader there.
is a control, okay, that's an alarm. Anyone touches it, then
Is it a bright
it goes off, the army will show up, and you will all get killed, or worse.
Who's tortured?
Wait, these are the nice Banians, right? They probably won't kill us.
These aren't Banians, these are dwarves.
I have a question.
Yeah, they'll give us a beer.
My boys.
They
Is
might.
it- does
My
this
boys.
magical field, like, is this just above ground only? Is it like
I'm a dwarf warrior.
below the surface?
Probably. You need to roll like Arcana. Sarge doesn't know. Sarge is explaining the mission.
Do we have the intel on whatever the code is, the passphrase?
No.
or the-
I wonder if I can get in there, if I can tinker around with it.
'Cause I can
tinker
turn
around with
myself
the shield
into
in it and just shut it down.
Being a dwarf would be helpful. It also gives you each one of these.
A dwarf just
Take a coin.
So we can't go dwarf throwing?
Take a coin. Men, when it comes time to use this, you will know.
Wow.
Bite down on this, and
It's totally cyanide.
your service to Bane will be complete.
It's totally
Is this like
cyanide.
NyQuil?
You gonna tell my mama I died a hero?
Not NyQuil, but Nightlock.
Someone just gave us
From,
cyanide.
Andrew, don't bite that.
Don't find it.
Um,
Yeah, that was NyQuil.
It's
You
real.
totally gave our characters
Super
the choice.
effective night.
Yeah, right? Forever NyQuil.
Yeah.
gives you all that.
Night pills.
Also,
Permanent
you
night
each get. Let me put the list in Discord. Everyone gets. There's a list of items that the Kingdom of Bane will give to you for the mission.
Better be the code, shape charges, and RPGs.
It's close. Here's the list.
We need the garage door code.
You can each get one thing, and you can get multiples of the same. So you can get 8 of the first item, whatever.
Yeah.
The communication stone. You need at least 2 of those, or it ain't gonna work. They communicate with each other. It's a very low magic item. You speak into it. It's a walkie-talkie. A voice comes out the other side. It's not covert. It's not sending. But it's the best. It's all that I had in the budget, right?
Smoke.
You need at least 2 of those if you would want them.
Where is
Yeah,
this
bomb.
fortress in relation to Zhulong?
It's in this
It's
city.
legitimately in the
Got it.
city.
And it's in the
Alchemist
kingdom.
Fire.
And you guys, he says, wearing civilian clothes, you can just walk in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the relationship between Bane and
Oh, it's awful. So
They
all
actually-
you need to cover your Bane tattoo, but your armor, cover all your memorabilia, your fan bandana and that kind of thing. But you guys can walk amongst this in the city fine. Now, if you walk up to the front gates of the fort with a bunch of armor and weapons, that's going to look suspicious. But
Nah.
keep that in mind.
So we can only have one or something,
Yeah,
but multiple of it.
I mean, you can all pick the same thing and have 8 of it. There's more, like you could pick 4 invisibility potions and 4 smoke bombs, right? That's fine. But everyone gets one thing. And I'd recommend at least 2 communication stones because you need a way to communicate. Whatever team comes here needs to communicate with the people here. And who goes here and there is up to y'all. I mean, that's totally up to y'all.
Question for you.
Yeah.
We add stuff to our.
Can I use my experience with Tinkerer's knowledge with
I wanna,
the
save
forgery
it.
kit.
With the vial of forgetfulness.
And then add custom equipment at the top.
The forger kit is more of a deception tool.
Oh, let's do that.
It's, like it's not. You can use it to actually make fake documents even without a lot of skills.
Right.
But someone with good skills
Okay.
at forgery would actually.
Does anybody have forgery skills?
That's
I've
what
got
it's at.
uncanny disguise.
Fine, I'll take the invisible.
I took an invisibility potion.
I have holy
For
crap of
multiple
experience, so
invisibility?
I can forge like religious documents.
That would be
If
fine.
anyone needs a marriage license or to be ordained,
So
But
if
you're
we
not
can-
a forger.
If
You're
we
just
can
a,
each
you're,
have
you're,
multiple
you're
of the
ordained.
same thing.
No, you each get one thing,
Oh.
but you can get. There's
This party can get multiples of things.
but you can get as a group you can get more of the same.
Should we
oh,
all
so
take
you
stuff
actually
from
you
that
can't
list?
get the
Yeah,
Multiple
one
things.
no, just one thing.
Something.
You all get one thing.
I grabbed an
Oh, so I
invisibility
can't.
potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab an invisibility potion as well.
I want a vial of forgetfulness.
Okay, I'm saying you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that you might need some kind of at least you have communication.
Well, yeah, I think
Here, I'll do the other communication.
Bailey's gonna be the only one with a communication.
I'll get
so
the other
like, come in,
communication.
hello.
Come in. So, and again,
And somebody back in Bane's like, oh.
Like,
this
sorry,
is not a covert item. If you're
Yeah.
trying to be sneaky, it's going to be like, "Hello, come in. Are you there?
No,
Are you there?"
I'll get a
What
communication
is this
stuff.
for?
I'll,
So there's
I'll,
no volume
I
button.
think Andrew took the second one.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Andrew in.
Yeah. Don't play.
You might want 3.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll take the. I'll take
take 3. Take
You
3.
guys come up with a plan.
Well, you take one then.
No, he's still gonna do the forgery
I'm
kit.
going to do the forgery kit. Well, I think I'm going to do the forgery kit.
I think I'll go ahead and do the communication stone as well, because something I can do is I can
Actually,
turn
I'm
it
gonna
to
take
a
the
mouse
pouch of
and I
gems.
can-
How many like
I'm gonna
varieties
take
is
the
the
pouch
pouch
of
of
gems.
gems good for?
It just depends on how good you are at.
Yeah.
Like how many gems does
Well,
it
if that's the
contain?
case, then he should have the pouch because you are the most top.
I've got a really high presence, and I'm likely. Here's what I was just going to ask you. I have a spell cast called. Syndicate is my subclass. So when I arrive in a town or a city, I know somebody, and I can pick from this list of things. So I want to say like my ex-girlfriend
Okay.
is somebody useful. It's like you know somebody, and they can be helpful. You have to help me figure out how they can be helpful. And among the list is we used to be together. It's a long story. It's complicated.
Right on, Joe. Showing that dwarf love.
I'm human.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think there's another Wanderborn here. Like
You-
my Wanderborn ex-girlfriend
So
didn't join Bane. She went to the Dwarven Kingdom.
Julong is all dwarves.
Alright, I'll take that visibility potion. That's right.
okay.
We don't have to figure it out right now, but I want to know. I want to know somebody in Julong.
Well, it's important right now because now it's time to come up with your plan.
Dwarven ex-girlfriend.
And so I want to go to them and find out like how do I get access to this. Actually, let me take that back. There's a list of things. They owe me a favor, but they'll be hard to find. They're going to ask for something in exchange. They're always in a great deal of trouble. Or we used to be together, it's a long story, or we didn't part on great terms. One of those hooks is
Okay.
tied to the person. So you tell me, I would think
Was that
maybe I know.
5? Roll a d10.
Well, it says I get to pick.
Oh, okay. All right.
But so which one of those would be best to find somebody that's in the Julong military that I would have known in my Wanderborn ways? Or through my rogue syndicate subclass. And I'll do they'll get to ask for something in exchange. Like, that's fine. Like,
There you go, pouch.
I know somebody in Julong and I'll have to exchange favors.
Let me recap because I know this is confusing. This is where the scientist is. He's here.
What was it?
Your mission is to get him out. So on this map, it'll be there next to the peanuts.
Okay.
It's not a great. It's not a 1-to-1.
That's it?
It's not a 1-to-1 translation. Anyway, this is the battle map for the fort. No, in the big building. That's where he's at.
Okay.
Their mission is to get him out, get him back to Bane. That's the mission. He's the expert. He's got the tech. He's got magic items that you guys can probably use that will be with him. Plus, he'll teach you how to use it. You might need some convincing. There's a shield around the fort, right? A bubble. Okay. No one can get in or out while the shield is up. The switch that turns off the shield is here. But these two places are a mile apart. Roughly. So, someone has to turn off the shield, and you've got 30 seconds before the shield goes back up. Okay?
That's where the communication stones.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the communication stone comes in. Okay, so I think that I should be part of the that team. Because
Alpha team.
shut
I
up,
don't know what that
shut up,
means.
shut up, team.
Team, shut up.
Because
I'll be a part of the extraction team.
I can go ahead and I can just tinker with it, see if I can just fully just take it down.
You're just gonna shut the shield down for good.
Oh yeah.
You just permanently turn it off. That would.
Who all got a visibility
you-
potions?
I did.
It's probably our best bet as far as an extraction team goes.
Make him drink it.
I think we should go to Zulong and do some intel gathering rather than just try to plan this in vain.
That would help too.
I think we should go to an inn, relax, have a few drinks, hear about what's going on in Zulong, hear what the word on the street is, see if one of my guys has any more info or help for us.
There might be a way to get like another into the city too, if we can possibly do that.
So getting to the city and walking around is totally cool. As long as you're civilian clothes and don't cause trouble. He
I think we should
says,
just let's go to the city, find a decent inn, get a room, start putting out feelers to my syndicate,
your
and
buddies.
planning plan in Zulong for this.
Okay. And there is. I'll go ahead and put the thing up there. This, in the middle of the keep. It's there to be easily accessible. Things go badly at the keep. Someone can just touch it. Sounds the alarm. The army comes, and
Everyone takes their pills.
that's more dwarves than you can handle.
I'm gonna
will
go to
come.
sleep permanently.
Yeah,
Like if I see him coming, I'm just like.
just bite down. Yeah, if you see if someone hits that, just go ahead and bite down on the
Yeah.
coin.
But who else going on this mission? The whole unit.
Just your
And
squad.
Sarge?
This is just your squad.
Sarge is going with us?
Sarge is not going.
So Sarge is in Bane. Okay, so it's just us.
Why?
And Draven's our corporal then?
He's squad leader.
Squad leader.
He's line leader.
All right, Zulong. I want to go to the Prancing Pony in Zulong.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys pack up your gear. You
Too bad I don't have this one.
your armor is normally the red and black, right? And you trade it out for the equivalent, just and that's fine. Like just generic armor, because you
Green and
don't
white.
you do not want them to know you're from Bane.
Yeah, no.
Orange and blue.
We got brown and
Yeah, whatever,
green armor.
whatever.
Yeah, Bane.
Yeah, that would definitely.
That's fine.
It's like the.
That would be nice.
So yeah,
It's like khaki golf shorts.
you show up to the Julong, and you enter the city just fine. This is the dwarven city. This is like the obsidian city. So the Julong dwarves are all about kind of this volcanic. Like there's actually volcanoes around it and stuff. This is very like black, ashy, kind of like the air is like dark from ash and that kind of thing.
Like plural
hot.
volcanoes.
It's like not like it's not gonna like hurt. It's not gonna give you emphysema, but like the sky is a little like red.
What's the land in Zelda?
Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's Death Mountain in Zelda.
Really, I was thinking.
Oh,
The Gorons are here.
I was thinking we're gonna have to throw a ring into a volcano.
This it's primarily dwarves.
Are these your dwarves, Andrew?
I don't think so.
Who else is a dwarf? Just you?
Just me.
Just me. I'm a dwarf.
You're a
I
dwarf.
don't
you-
think it's.
Most dwarves from this place hate
So
Bane with a passion. So
I doubt those believe me. I'm a dwarf, but I think their hatred of Bane.
You're like a northern dwarf or something.
Well, we're not in our. We're in some
Damn
city
southern
clothes.
dwarves.
Yeah.
so
Go
you,
back to the valley.
you show up, and it is there's very hustle and bustle, very free to move around. But there are it's much dirtier than Bane is. It's much more sad, like there's like a drunk passed out in the street. You know what I mean? It's more like a normal
I mean, they are
city.
dwarves.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we know the like history between them and Bane? Like, is there just like a hate, like historically, or what's the?
Yeah, it's like North and South Korea. Like if there were a clear opportunity for one to kill the other, that would happen. But it's kind of like, let's not right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would absolutely kill each other if that were expedient.
So the regular rough edges are there, but I'm assuming there's also still kids playing in marketplaces.
Yeah, like they're not actively
We're
at
not
war.
in North Korea.
No one's actively at war. No, this isn't. I don't mean North Korea culturally. I mean the relationship
Got it.
North and South Korea.
We're not in like Soviet Russia or something like that.
No,
This is a
in
normal-
fact, this is a freer city. This is a more kind city to outsiders, and there's less rules and less. But you know, there's
Chests of gold.
there's more
We're
crime.
looking at Discord.
There's a lot more crime.
Hey, okay.
You guys show up. You go to the Prancing Pony equivalent. Tables are shorter. The stools are shorter, stouter. This is dwarf
Nice.
territory, but it's not all dwarves.
What a good dwarven tank. The foaming tank.
The braided beard
Yeah.
tavern. You show up. You're looking for your contact.
Well, I think first we asked for a room.
Okay.
We want a private room.
Yeah, y'all were given.
It's been a long road.
Y'all were given some spending money. For sure, no problem with that. I'll give you the exact amount later. So yeah, you get a room easy enough.
Okay, so then we're all going into the room.
Do we get a handful of gold? Multiple handfuls?
A handful of gold.
A handful?
Who's our tankiest fighter?
One of those two.
Logan?
Might also be me. TBD.
One of us three.
You stay by the door.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
And everybody else, minus Andrew and Draven, we all turn to you. Draven, we shed blood together. We were brothers in arms,
I did shit blood last time.
but what the Emperor did was wrong. And I will serve Bane no longer.
That's how you feel.
And I take that coin and I just chuck it.
I thought you were about to. I will serve Bane no longer. that would be. So you're in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did too much.
Thought you were in the bar.
Who's with me?
About throwing cyanide pills or what?
What?
I leave Bane's service today.
Draven, if you search your soul, you know deep down what happened that day. That was absolute nonsense. No one benefited from that. Not us. Certainly not them. And what the Emperor did to you, the choice that he put on you, I would never forgive him for that. But you are my brother. I fought
And what the
beside you.
Empire of Bane has put into your heart, that you would do that, is an even bigger crime.
And I'm not going to forget the fact that we fought together. So as much as it hurts me to put this choice before you, you got to choose now. It's us, this brotherhood, who actually care for one another and fight beside one another, or it's blind loyalty to an emperor that will command you to kill one of your fellow soldiers.
It could have been any one of our heads on that floor in that throne room. Bane showed its colors.
Is there like a bar at this place?
It's downstairs.
We're in the room.
You're not allowed to leave the room until you make a decision.
Intervention.
So I would like a roll call. Like, I think this is roll call time.
I was never part of Bane.
Okay. But, like, who's leaving Bane service today?
I left
Kit.
Bane's service when
Yeah, I left Bane service in his
Biff's
throne
head
room.
left his body.
I left right when they decided to kill that guy because I don't know, I grew up like becoming a soldier. I was confused to be a soldier from day one. Just
Hopper,
because
you're out?
Not the best one.
I was never in.
Okay. Hopper was never in. Aridus?
So Aaron is looking on the ground. Pretty much going, you also understand. I'll protect him.
We'll protect you.
I know.
Our brotherhood doesn't end here today. Just our service to Bane.
Fuck that. I told him.
Bailey, I don't remember your character's name, and there's no list in the campaign. There's no. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Just
Quite.
You're out? You're with us?
Here's my question: would the cyanide even work on you?
that's a good question.
You got
Cause you rust.
a nanovirus.
Just got a zip bomb.
So in
Some really like salty water.
You're in with us? All right, you better not stay with this stupid bloodlust. You're part of a crew now.
We can work.
Now, just so you know, and you guys know this very, very well, Bane does not just let people walk away.
Nope.
Cool, more experience.
And they're
They're
not
adults.
just gonna like this doesn't fly.
They also don't let just people serve, because Biff was just serving.
I'm just letting you know this is what you already know. I'm not telling you anything new.
There's an old Chinese proverb about a couple of soldiers on the side of the road. They're like, oh, if we're late, we're going to get our heads cut off. Oh, that's the same penalty as revolting.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, let's revolt.
Or don't be late.
Your brother. We could have left you behind at any moment during this journey to Zulon. But we have you here because we want you here. We want you with us. So, are you with us?
So we're all traitors.
No, you're a traitor. I was never in.
I was never a traitor. Till I was prostrate on the floor. And the Emperor took my loyalty and shit on it.
Well, there's that too.
We are not valuable to Bane. They don't care. We're less than pieces on a game board to them. We're trash.
Or pawns.
Not even. Worse than pawns. Pawns, you keep, you use. You don't just throw away for fun. I was fine being a pawn.
What do you think has to occur day to day in order for kids to run around a giant chest full of gold in the middle of the city? what type of displays do you think have to happen in order for that level of fear to be ingrained in not just a few, but in everyone that lives there?
Pain is built on fear.
And I will admit, it is an effective way to build a system. But I think what we saw the other day it was a wake-up call. Like I said, it wasn't fair to you. But I admire the fact that you stepped up and you did what none of us, frankly, had the balls to do. But you never should have been put in that position.
I should have stood next to Biff, and I didn't. Two heads should have rolled on that floor.
You ask me to become something I don't want to be. I'll spend my entire life waiting for the moment
That moment,
to be a part of things military.
What we're asking you to do is to be with us. If we can't be with Bane any longer. So I understand if you are dedicated to serving Bane, and that is your decision, I cannot fault you for that. But I also cannot join you. Because that would be a lie. We're not asking you to lie here.
you're with us?
So they'll bury us.
Then you're still the squad leader. If you're with us.
Let's do this.
Well, then now we have to decide what we do.
We're gonna make it a place worth fighting for.
I'll put my hand in. Extinction crew!
Yeah, god damn it!
Too much God are we getting?
We're gonna extend.
Or everything is not.
You guys are holding your hands up too high. I'm you're like,
Oh
No, we go all over you.
sorry.
All over the top of you with your little hand in the air. Right there.
I was about to call you inlanders.
So is your armor in is it sword form right now?
yeah, it's just sword. It's always going to be in sword form.
The feast of purpose.
Well, no, I mean,
Really?
unless I'm like,
No. I don't want to join the Zhulong
no.
military.
Hell no, the armor's too short, it's too tight. Ain't gonna fit.
I think I already have that problem.
Let's start thinking of ideas here. We've got a little bit of money, and we've got some leeway to get some distance. We can get to the coast and get a ship and get to Eldoria or Valoria.
I have an idea.
I think we need to get the scientist. He is going to be a key piece in what we want to try to
But he
do.
already belongs to somebody besides Bane. Why do we want to take him away from him?
How about another?
It helps Zhulong to fight Bane to have the scientist.
But he's still on Serica. You get him off this continent. increase.
Who's the biggest? I'm going to ask outside metagaming for a second. It's not metagaming because we would know this. Who is the biggest opponent of Bane? Not the random snake people that we didn't know about. Not this.
Well,
kingdom.
Zhulong is
It's in a cold war with Bane. Like, who is Bane actively?
the Bane of Bane?
Yeah, who's the Bane of Bane?
well, Zhulong is literally right next door.
Who's the Russia to their America? Or vice versa. It's not Zulu. They're in a cold war with Zulu. They just invaded Eldorica.
Well, this guy made up this kingdom. So if I said that, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong because,
Because we were invading Eldaria, right? Or Eldoria.
well, Julong is an imminent threat, especially with the scientists. Bane's troops are deployed abroad, and Julong wants to take advantage of that, and they need the scientists.
So what do we know about Julong? Me as a Wanderborn, not Bane propaganda that Julong eats babies and fucks grandmas and all kinds of terrible stuff. Like what do I know from like my own network? You know, the Wanderborn tribes. Is it just your standard bog standard dwarven kingdom?
Yeah, they are not nice. They're not Bane, but these are not nice dwarves, and they would burn Bane to the ground with all the women and children inside of it.
Yeah.
And maybe Bane deserves it in their mind, right?
Who would we think of if there's somebody to think of that's like, oh, if Bane are the Nazis and Julong are the Stalinist communists.
Well, what's the
Where are the Swiss? Where are the Where's the British?
Oh, you want to get the scientists to a neutral
Yeah,
party?
like, well, not even a neutral party, a better party. Who
Okay.
are there good? Is there anybody good on Aethoria, for the love of God?
Are you talking about Serica or Aethoria?
Aethoria. Like, there's ships. Let's get to the coast. Get a ship.
Well, I mean, there's Zephyr and stuff. You guys, I mean, I don't know how much you guys know about.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what we would. I'm asking for knowledge that I think we would already have that I do not possess as a player. I don't know if it's from you or from Patrick or from.
If you're talking about Serica, it's a question for Patrick. If you're talking about Aethoria, it's a question for.
For some reason, Kit would just know that the nearest to us would be Megatronus and Zephyr.
Now, Negatronus is the city that
Megatronus totally sounds like a fucking transformer.
That is the city currently on its way to being. Like, the bad guys that y'all fought last session are on their way to that city right now. That was on the southern tip of Eldaria.
Where are you pointing at?
top one?
The best place would probably be
Fanglings? Who's Fangling?
Isn't that the
Tell me
one
about
with the?
Fangling.
It's more like the Japanese style, isn't it?
They have, it's,
This is where y'all do survival training up in here.
servants.
Owlbear
Who are the
country.
Fanglings?
Bingo.
Are they humans? Are they dwarves? Are they elves? Are they
Mix.
nice hobbits?
Let me,
It's on the wiki. Let me bring up the wiki.
So the question is, do we bounce to somewhere better and offer them our service? Or do we kidnap the scientist, then bounce to someone better and offer them our service?
So basically, borrow and chip.
Or
so
we all
Fanglings,
bounce to somewhere safer and then high-five each other and go our separate ways.
What's our
Fanglings' ruling house is House Wu, and mist-covered forests, waterfalls, and hidden temples shrouded shrouded in eternal fog. So the house consists of elves skilled in illusion, magic, and mysticism, and they value wisdom and enlightenment.
I like wisdom and
They're very defensive. Is that safe to say? Illusions and confusion.
So they're the military, known as the Mistwalkers, employ illusions to confuse and outmaneuver their enemies.
So, like, armies kind of attack them and get really lost. They're like, oh, how do you know?
They would probably
based off of our knowledge, and I keep asking lore questions, but I think this is stuff we would already know, and I just want to relearn it. How's the war going for Bane? Like, we, in our last campaign, like, we disrupted their kind of soft takeover of Valoria. Eldaria is now fighting them. Like, it feels like the world like this is 1942 late, and things went really well for Bane for a while, and maybe they're not going quite as good for Bane anymore.
So from what you know, and I feel like you would probably know more than us, during the war, last campaign, Eldaria, which is the continent on this side, right, got really wrecked by a bunch of dragon riders.
Yeah.
Right? Infrastructure wrecked, everything wrecked. Bane moves in, right? They're like, now's the time to strike. They move in, and bam, they hit this insane new enemy that no one knows where they came from.
Got it.
And now Bane is currently fighting for the scraps over for Eldaria.
Fighting for the scraps of Eldaria.
With these invaders, you guys don't know where they're from. The scientist guy is an expert on them and their technology. But Bane is getting pushed back, and as you guys are doing whatever here, things are getting worse there. Does that make sense? So.
Yeah. So the question is, do we go to Fengling and join the defensive Fog Elves? Or do we try to take ship and head to Eldaria and join what is perhaps the losing side right now, but maybe not forever?
I think if our goal is to revolutionize Bane, then
Our goal would be to see them lose, which is way too big of a goal for the Extinction crew. But what can we do? Whose tail can we ride on that's going to help put Bane down? We'll be there for the rebuilding.
yeah.
Right now, I honestly think Eldoria would not be in that scenario right now because they're basically fighting a two-front war right now.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a Mexican standoff because the unknown enemy is also fighting Bane.
That's what I mean. It's literally fighting. Eldoria right now is fighting two armies trying to keep back Bane and this unknown.
Two-front war would be like two people both fighting. Yeah, it's weird. It is full-on Mexican standoff. Like, who... So I think I don't want to waste our time with lore anymore. We know about Fengling. We know about...
Honestly, I feel like
Eldaria.
Fangling would be their best bet right now because then we can also, while Bane is currently trying to fight this unknown enemy and trying to conquer Eldoria.
Are we all agreed that we don't want to stay in Julong? Angry Dwarf Town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to stay in Angry Dwarf, Volcano Dwarf Town. Okay. So the choice is Eldaria or Fengling. You're Fengling. Frogger?
Either's fine. Just
You don't care?
I'm not going to stay where we're at.
Why?
Too close to Bane. I want to get away from Bane.
Yeah.
Still need to
Well, that's
get the
Eldaria.
scientists.
That would be a whole continent away. So
Yeah.
you'd want to go far. So you're in
I don't go
Eldaria.
far, but I'm willing to go to Fengling and join the resistance.
Okay.
Fine, like good.
We're never as far as
That'd
That would be Eldaria.
Okay.
After you kill the most people.
I know where our kid goes.
Okay.
Alright. I would go Megatronus. Eldoria.
Eldaria. Okay.
So right now,
Megatron or whatever his name is.
Megatronus.
So the cleric that helped us in the throne.
So we got Eldaria, Eldaria. It is literally tied right now.
Yeah. Patrick is the.
I say we get the scientists and then go to Eldoria.
Okay.
Okay. So we go to Megatron.
Megatronus.
Wait.
Hey man,
What was it again?
You draw a map and then name.
I would use fantasy name generator. I'd be honest. I would just use. Did you use fantasy name generator? No. Okay. Well, because it's either Megatron or Negasonic Teenage Warhead. One of the two.
Negasonic. Bottom line,
It's a different language, and they
we need to get
I
off
want it to be
the
populated by that chick Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Because the Deadpool says, "Man, I hope I'm not that way. I pity the guy who pressures you into prom night sex."
Oh, isn't that Deadpool?
Yeah.
Me and Lex just watched that actually.
Okay, so
Deadpool.
yeah, we're going
All
to.
right. Kidnap the scientist. Take him as a peace offering to join Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Eldaria.
bottom line, we need to get off Serica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because the longer we are here, the more chance we're gonna get.
Does anybody have? Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. Let's just move
This
on.
is Oppenheimer.
We will be
Is that,
hunted.
does that analogize?
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
he is.
He's got the bomb.
He knows. He's got the knowledge.
I'm
Whoever
slowly
is a
learning.
scientist can
Can put together the Manhattan
put the
Project.
bomb together.
I'm slowly learning.
You know what's crazy though? The Nazis had a better Oppenheimer than Oppenheimer.
Yeah, well, they kicked out all the Jewish scientists.
But no, they had Heisenberg. Heisenberg like invented theoretical physics. Like they had the better Oppenheimer than Oppenheimer. He made a couple of theoretical mistakes, and they didn't really believe him to put as much money as we put into. I mean, the Manhattan Project. It was an astonishing amount of money. It was a stupid amount of money that they put into the Manhattan Project.
Okay.
Sorry, history nerd.
So,
All right,
how are we doing this?
let's recap. Shield controller. These are a mile apart. That's the alarm. The alarm goes off. The army comes. You know someone. Did you decide which of the things? Which of the
Boss,
five?
what do you think fits with the narrative?
Dwarven ex-girlfriend with a
They owe me a favor, or they're going to ask for an exchange, a tit for
I can
tat,
go on either side. and
or
try
they're
and
always in a great
fully
deal of trouble.
disconnect
and
the
want
shield.
help, or
Which
they're
will
my
allow
ass.
us
I think that owe you a
I
favor.
don't think I'm magical enough to do the shield thing.
You've been here
Or
on your
I go
nomadic
here,
journeys. You trade with
and
this
I can
place.
try and
Maybe you
tinker
hit
with
come
that
here, maybe
along.
you don't. And maybe you cut someone a deal knowing that that investment would pay off one day. Time to cash
Yep.
it in. What would you like the favor to be? It can't be like huge, but
Take
what,
down the
what
shield.
would you like the favor to be? Yeah.
Can you give
C4.
this cyanide though to
I threw mine out. It's gone.
8 bean burritos.
I'll keep it
You,
on.
you might need that.
I don't want to die here. If Bane recaptures me, they can take me back to the Emperor. I'll spit in his face before they cut my head off. What do I want to ask as my favor? I apologize. Let me think real hard, real fast.
Okay, well, he's thinking. Who's going where?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the next to the shield. I'm not gonna try to take out the shield. I'm not
Okay, so you're going.
magic enough.
The big fight is here.
I also have another one of the communicators.
This is going to be guarded. It's a military facility, but the fight is going to be at the fort.
No matter what,
I'm
we need
asking for
someone
three
with a
things.
communicator.
I have
I want all
I
three.
know, but no matter what, we need.
You
to
tell me what I
one
can
person
get.
with a communicator on
I want
both
uniforms,
sides.
codes, schedules.
Roll your experience.
Is okay.
10, 15, 20. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3.
All right. So needful things is a +1. I'm going to spend a hope. Can I spend multiple hopes to add multiple +1s? No. Okay. So it's 1 +1, and this would be my presence.
Yeah, presence is charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, how about that?
All right. My presence is +2,
Someone can help.
+1.
Someone can help. By
Yeah.
spending a
Someone want to
hope.
help me?
But it's got to make sense. How are you helping?
Who else has a high presence that are helping me with my old friend who owes me a favor?
I have a +1.
Is there anybody that's a wanderborn
They
that
can
could also say no to this guy?
I've been on intimidation.
You don't. You don't have to actually have skills. You just need to spend a hope and actually have a relevant way that you're helping. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you've been here
I'll
before.
go with
Maybe
him.
you love dwarves.
And
So this guy's my friend. Like he and I have exchanged favors before. I want one of you like behind me. I never said a word. I want one of you behind me that is vaguely threatening. Nobody's actually threatening. Nobody's saying anything.
Me.
What are you talking about? We're
Taking,
cool.
I'd say taking.
Slowly sharpening.
Yeah, like there's just
I'm like 6'3", 6'4".
yeah. So there's just somebody helping. Someone give me a die.
I'll still
Another
touch
D12.
Rowan.
I'll go with you.
All right. Is that count as advantage?
I got yeah.
Somebody just sort of like.
Yeah.
so
Did someone give me an extra D12? I only have one.
I'll spend a hope.
Here.
You bought.
I just did. I bought a bunch, but I've only got this one set. All right. So
I'll spend a hope to help.
the red and the yellow are my hope. The blue is fear. I have a +3 to this. Okay, that is a 12 and a 6 before I knocked it over.
Wow, you had a 12 and a 1.
So, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. A 12 and a 1. You're right.
No, so
it's
you
hope.
can't, so you throw out the 1, right? Oh, that's just the fear dice.
That's the fear dice. So
Oh.
you add these two, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
give
you
him
discard that.
13.
So 13 plus it's 16.
Oh, so you get two.
Yeah.
You can choose which.
What do you guys think? Uniforms, schedules, codes. Uniforms, codes. Fuck the schedules.
Well,
Uniform schedules.
uniform. I'd say uniform and codes because then we can
Because
completely
you can get in.
get away from the. We don't. No one has to go there. Oh wait, no.
The
Because
problem is we
someone-
don't know when to go.
So-
Like, oh, we're the new
Yeah.
crew. Like, we won't know the
What
schedule.
we can do is we
Because
get
of that
codes,
more work.
uniforms, and then we do surveillance on schedules.
The codes are going to be temporary.
Yeah. And besides, even if we somehow end up bringing, if we get caught, we have to fight.
Excuse me.
They're not going to shut down that
Okay.
barrier again with those codes.
I could pull one uniform out of my super neat backpack,
So the codes.
and we
are
can get
like-
codes and
So
schedules,
maybe
and have one guy that has a uniform from somewhere.
Or maybe uniforms and
Did I miss
uniforms and
it?
schedule.
Is like the codes like.
So the way it works is someone goes. You go to the front door. They have a way of communicating with the
It changes constantly.
The shield.
Is that
yeah,
okay?
and they'll say the shield people will say, okay, give us the code. They give us the password, whatever, and if it passes, then they turn the shield off. But they'll make the request, and they'll ask for the code over the communication, and then turn the shield off. If the code passes.
All right, I think we need a very small assassination crew to go to the shield bunker, threaten the guy to open the shield, to provide the right code. They provide the right code, or the family cat gets it.
The family cat.
The rest of us go to the whatchamacallit?
To the
The
fort
keep to the fort in uniform at the correct
schedule.
schedule, except we'll be like half an hour early because we don't want to get there at the same time as the other crew. So we'll just show up
30
half
minutes
an hour
to
early and be
get
like, "Oh, we're just early." Like, there was a team breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
We all had donuts and
Well, you definitely want the most persuasive people on for that if you're going to do that scenario.
yeah. So who's the most likely to threaten and kill the shield guard?
Well, the one that's bloodthirsty all the time, probably.
Probably.
All right.
This
Who's
one-
going to be the bloodthirsty wingman so we don't just let
Logan wants to
bloodthirsty
be,
go by himself?
I have.
I can go. I can go with him.
Logan and Andrew?
I would say probably.
Wait, where's Logan? Why are you saying, did he go
You went upstairs.
talk to his girlfriend?
No, jump down.
No.
There he is.
Get water.
We got water. All right, so let's say Logan and Andrew go
Not thirsty.
to the bunker.
Okay.
Do not
You
kill.
got a problem? Okay. Logan and Andrew go to the bunker. The rest of us go in uniform. 1/2 hour before guard changeover, we show up.
Okay, big thing for me though. Oh wait, no. I mean, I can always turn into an animal. I'm a goblin. Do you really think
That is a really interesting point. Is everybody in the military of Zhulong a dwarf? If we show up in uniform here, is like everybody except
Now,
the
only
dwarves?
having one dwarf is weird. It's not sound the alarm weird, but
Wait,
it
I'm
is
on
weird.
So we need you with us then. 'Cause
Okay.
we need at least one dwarf. So who else goes with?
Can you
What is
disguise
like the
yourself
most-
as a dwarf?
I think it
Could.
should be.
I absolutely could.
What is that? How does that work?
Uncanny disguise. It's magic. It's a spell.
Two
So I mark a stress,
Can you
and
use it on someone?
I'll use it on me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'll go. And still
So we'll both go as dwarves, but we need someone to go with Logan. More dwarves means more credibility.
Is he going to kill things?
He's going to that bunker
Yeah.
to threaten that person until they open the shield.
I kill.
And I don't know if we kill them then or
I'll go
knock
with
them out.
him then.
I mean, he's probably the only one who could probably
I'm
stop
probably
you
more-
from
See,
killing.
you see what
I'm
this
more
thing is, right?
Persuasive, or I can
This.
talk them into opening the shield.
Yeah, that's what we need. Who's
And that,
who's
if that
persuasive?
doesn't work,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty persuasive.
I'll just intimidate them.
My whole thing is goblin. Do you really think they're going to let a goblin into the fort?
Oh yeah, dwarves and goblins.
I'm going to use your stuff as my stuff and presents to
you
basically say, like, we're transferring scientists today. Bring them out.
I'm the pet.
Do the Chewbacca scene, right?
Yeah,
Put him
Bring
in
him.
handcuffs.
Either that, or I can
You're
turn
the prisoner.
into some form of mouse or something
There
like
is
that.
now there is water surrounding.
I don't have that ability
You
yet.
don't have any water
I do.
forms yet.
No, that's my next.
He's a frog.
We don't need that. We're totally going to play this cool.
he should be the prisoner.
We don't need a prisoner. Here's how I think we should play this. Kit and Logan go to the shield bunker. Convince the guy to drop the shield at a very specific time. That very specific time is 30 minutes before normal guard changeover, which we have the schedule for now. We are all kitted out as Zhulong military. I look like a Zhulong dwarf officer. He looks like a Zhulong dwarf officer. We show up at the keep. We say, today is special. We are taking the prisoner to be interrogated by the, what's the form of government here? King, emperor, local magistrate?
It's a dirty democracy.
A democracy. We're taking
Disgusting.
the prisoner to the some credible place.
That'll work.
To
The bathroom.
yeah, we're taking the prisoner to the CIA,
His monthly poop.
You gotta take a
to the dwarven CIA, to be interrogated. Like we're the transfer squad.
I have
That's what we're doing.
We have a
an
communication.
invisibility potion, so I can take that and get in. Because I stand out.
Yes, you should be invisible because somebody needs to get to that damn. Because the backup plan here's if everything goes perfect. Let's say we roll, it's advantage, it's amazing. We talk them into it, and they give us the prisoner. We walk away. Hang on 1 second.
Wait.
They give us the prisoner. We walk away.
Hang on 1 second.
Backup plan. Shit gets real. All of a sudden, we've got to kill everybody, and get the scientist, and stop anybody from touching that fucking thing that brings the whole city down on us. Somebody invisible can get next to that thing and stop anybody from touching that fucking thing.
I wonder if I can go invisible, get close to it, and
Yeah, exactly. What was that?
no, I'm saying I wonder if I can go invisible, get close to that with my tinkering skill.
Oh, but that's so risky.
That is risky.
Yeah, it's like, look, I turned it off. Oh shit.
It's not so we'll still take the rope on it.
Still technically touching it.
There's a big ONOFF switch here.
Now, by touching it, he mean like activate it, and you don't know the exact mechanics of it.
I would say invisible guy next to it to stab people that come.
Okay, who's our stabby savvy?
Because we don't want a high elf with us.
Good point.
I'm going invisible.
Andrew, what was your plan?
I was saying use your disguise thing on him to make him a dwarf. Instead of him
I
wasting.
can't. It's only now. It's for me.
Oh, I think you.
No, I can disguise myself. So, anyway, I think that's the outline of the plan. What am I missing? Is that an okay plan?
Best we got.
All right.
Okay.
Want to like take a break? Go smoke them if you got them. Is it time to do the plan?
Is it cooler outside?
I need a.
Cool out.
I think it is
It's a little sweaty.
outside, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for everything to go so smoothly with
So
my,
smoothly.
with my four fear here.
I would say Andrew and I are walking next to each other, and we are dwarven like
Stealth is
colonels or something. That's the uniforms we get. Like
How long,
relatively
how long
high,
does
but
this
not.
last?
My uncanny disguise.
It's like a pretty good amount of
1
time.
hour.
I think we need
Okay.
a code.
I'm a dwarf for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Lasts
Anywhere from the next 30
So what's a
minutes.
good rank?
so-
And like it's a rank that's high enough to be like, oh shit, major, colonel, major's probably better, or light colonel.
I don't know. Would
Well,
Joe
why would,
know that?
Yeah, I mean the Banian, we would know ranks and structures of other militaries. You learned that in boot. Like,
Sure.
Senior mid-level officer.
Well, what'd be good for
Major.
basically
Yeah.
permanent
Major's
mission?
fine.
Well, we're like majors, which is like, oh shit, that's like you're important enough that you know, like the rank insignia is important, but you're not important enough that people just know you.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to be like, oh, what's up, dwarf? Like,
All right. Put your minis. Put your minis wherever they are, whatever team you're on.
All right, so it's Kit and Logan.
Your minis up here.
Logan, what's your character's name?
The dwarf with
Orin.
the drum.
Orin.
But he has a certain number.
Orion.
O-R-I-N.
Orion and Kit. Orin and Kit. You guys are at that bunker, which is the first thing we're doing. We're all. Where's the entrance to the?
Here's Kit.
Yeah.
Here's Bender. Draven.
Is this the entrance?
Logan.
I already grabbed my gun.
Logan, what do you look like?
Let me see you.
This might be important. No, I mean, you have long hair.
I mean, kind of. It's like a.
It's very important for
Okay. Right. We're coordinating that. Brady was like, chance. So there was some discussion of just. I got instructions for you.
I sent you my
As you wake
character.
up with his
Okay.
flashlight.
There's a few options.
It's not that important, but it's a little.
And Brady was like, "No, you gotta give him a choice."
I forgot. Just a little funny.
Make a new character. Everyone was a big man on Discord, but nobody was slitting your throat in game.
Oh dang! One of these? What does it mean? Like you change between those two,
I mean,
or you haven't chosen?
I mean, one of them is like
Text Mark and see if he can come.
just like when I'm normal, like just normal, not blood frenzy yet. And then when I go into a blood frenzy, the mask comes off.
Oh, so the masked one is when you're not crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of like a controller.
It's your blower that's broken?
Yeah.
I hate AC problems. AC problems when you have young kids is really bad.
Wait, Dad, we should file the portable AC we have for a little bit.
We could bring the portable AC over here. You still have yours? You used to have one.
I gave it away. Or not give it away.
Y'all can sleep at my house tonight.
We had our AC go out. I think it was like June or July. It was like 100 degrees outside. I think our upstairs got to around like 95 outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I had to work. I was working from home. I had like 12 fans on me.
And then your refrigerator like pulls 8
Use that
million
real quick and then we'll do
things
this.
of power
Well,
to
like the middle floor wasn't so bad. Remember when our AC went out?
Yeah.
But like the top floor was brutal.
Here. Okay, Logan, you're here, right? You're at the.
we put our
Yeah,
house. Is that there's no there's no like
and my
trees around us?
Hero Force
So the
character
sun just looks a
makes
little
it different,
different.
We do the same
but
thing.
that's how the hair is.
Like
It's
ours
great.
is the same way.
Okay.
And I don't have like the normal tiefling, like just 2 horns. It's like it's a full on like stride. There's 6 of them.
I'm hoping for
6 horns?
One day.
Yeah, total.
Okay.
3 on each side.
I love the nights where it's like this, cool enough, and then the breeze when
That's
it's
cool.
open windows.
Tiefling is such a.
But
classic.
And I haven't like got
I
my
know.
wings yet. I mean,
And they had the thing where they don't have to
Oh,
give
you have a screen?
fear.
well, so I can spend a stress and turn a fear into a hope.
Yeah, so like.
So if I roll fear, then I can be like
You can do what?
stress. It's hope now.
Yeah, and so like you can prevent. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Kyle did that on his.
Oh, I forgot you were into Ninja.
Yeah. I can fly. I'll show you a video. From yeah, really good.
No, I could not do
I
that.
failed on that one. But we got it in this one.
Dang.
I just went slow.
Almost failed.
Yeah. And then
So yeah, like my character was
No, I'm a little too big for that.
that's what I do for a
Brady,
living.
did you read the backstory I gave you?
Yeah, so
Next Sunday I'm going 3 hours to go train at a different
where is the
Okay.
where is like your
Big
tribe
weeks
at now?
That's all the obstacles since it's been. So
It's like your buddy betrayed you, Kit saved your life.
Oh yeah.
Where are they now? Like, are they like wandering around or?
They're in so
The map.
You need to zoom out.
yeah. So just north of Bane, there's that forest area.
Here.
Yeah. They're kind of somewhere in that forest around that kingdom.
Okay.
I'm not completely sure because they've moved. They could be in the forest south,
Yeah.
but basically anywhere there's a forested area, they might be. And there's also other factions of the same tribe in different other forests around the continents.
So is your mission to find this guy and pay him back for what he did to you?
If he's still alive.
If he's still alive.
Yeah.
Better be.
and or find my master again and see if there's any more tricks or tips he can teach me.
Hey guys, as we're all preparing here and talking and scattering about, just kind of
Can we debate?
Brady, have you ever seen the movie Spies Like Us?
I have. I don't know.
Brady, have you ever seen a movie Spies Like Us?
I don't know why.
Are you playing it cool here, or
I don't think.
all my great ideas for gaming, for DMing, comes from popular content that I have consumed over
Yeah,
our lifetime?
yeah. All I do is plagiarize. You have no idea the level of plagiarism.
That's what I'm worried about right now.
Y'all
I'm
know
like,
about
wait a minute.
10% of it.
This scientist is super important, right? Like he is Oppenheimer. You just said he is Oppenheimer. This scientist is super important. Do we really think Bane only sent
One team.
one team to do this job?
Let's see
Or is
here.
this Spies Like Us, and we're Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd as the decoy team?
I was literally about to be like, Brady, who's in that movie?
We're the decoy team.
He knows every actor by name.
Given Bane's reputation to use that as a
Why?
sidebar.
That's what that.
Ooh.
That's like, that was
Who
why I was
cares
gonna
about
ask.
Oppenheimer?
Who's in that
Let's
movie?
get on a boat and sail away. We'll be in Belize with no extradition treaties in 2 weeks
Okay, but look at it this way. We get him, we can all get magic gear.
until the level 10 actual Bane extraction squad shows up about a block away and says, "Thank you very much for doing our job," slits all our throats and walks away.
That's when we force them to sign it.
Yeah, you have been
Keep your
deemed
coins.
traitors to Bane.
That's why you shouldn't throw away your sign of it.
How long
I don't
were
want
we,
my cyanide.
expect
They
it
ain't
to
taking
be
me out
gone?
like that. I ain't doing their job for them.
You take them out.
You take them out like that. You could just give it to a merchant and he's like, "Is this legal figure?"
Yeah.
A week?
I mean, like, Sarge understands that this is going to take
Can we just
a
put them on
little
the board?
while,
Yeah.
but this is
Just put it in
This
the
is
board
still the
system.
day we got out of town. So
It's
we're not
very
taking a long
urgent.
time.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's going to take a minute for them to be suspicious that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Either that or like we got caught.
But did you hear what I said?
What's that?
We might be the decoys. And maybe
Good.
we should just bail.
Maybe.
Do we care? We're just going to do this.
I think we should still do this because I think, well, for Kit, he wants to actually like improve what Bane is currently. Like he doesn't always want to ditch and be like, I'm just running away. Like his reason for revolting is so that Bane can become better, not just to run away from something that he doesn't like. So his motivation is do something that will improve the current status of
Do you know how hot the girls are, how cheap the drinks are on the other side of the world right now?
when you know what I know.
What's the
Ezekiel showing.
song about the island across the thing? Bali High. I'm singing the song about the island that we can see off in the distance. There are hot girls there.
Yeah.
All right.
Mai Tais.
Are you
Mai
here?
Tais,
I'm here.
motherfucker. Mai Tais.
My time.
Probably with the ones that are not doing stealthy stuff.
Okay.
Wherever the
Yeah.
entrance is. All
You're here, right?
Yeah.
Kit is here.
Yeah.
Kit and Logan are at the shield generator.
Hopper.
Hopper's with us.
All right. Okay, who has the speaking stones?
I haven't speaking. What?
Just 3.
I think we grabbed 3.
Wait, we needed to hand one to Kit and
You might want to think
yeah.
about.
Kit has one now.
Yeah, one of them will have one.
Yeah, I gave mine to Kit.
Yeah, it's important.
Did you give me
The communication tone.
the speaker station?
You got a walkie-talkie.
Alright.
Walkie Stony.
It's not, so again, it's not sending.
Just walk.
It's not telepathic.
Work.
You talk into. You just talk into it, and the whatever voice, it just makes a noise on the other end.
Hello, Rock. Come in, Rock.
Yeah, it's like very
like the-
low grade
It's the
magic.
it's
Yeah, because it's the real squad that
snails
has the high
from
grade stuff.
One Piece. It's the snails from One Piece.
Yeah, there
Flip
you
me
go.
off with your toe.
I'm not dramatic.
It's the
enough.
snails.
One of the people
Finger toe.
Draven is invisible.
You're invisible.
There's a token you want to put on.
Alright,
some
you got an hour.
Condition.
Okay.
What?
One
I'm
hour.
disguised, which I also.
If you attack someone, it's gone, right?
This is diluted magic.
I mean, you can like do things, but if you like do anything aggressive, cast a spell, attack someone, then it's gone.
And your mission is to get
Make
to
out with
that
random girls.
This is the
spooky
alarm,
switch and sit next to it. The alarm.
and the scientist is in that building somewhere. All right, what do? You're a dwarf. You're a dwarf. Surprisingly,
Major.
dwarf.
I'm a
Major.
major doors.
You guys
Yeah.
come up with all your weapons and stuff, right?
And we're all in the Zhulong army,
Oh yeah, you all have uniforms.
and it's 30 minutes before.
All right. Halt! The dwarf says, guarding the door.
I am.
And as you approach the keep, you see kind of this pink hue around, like it's very faint, and the hue is actually in between you and the dwarves at the front door. So like right here. And you feel like a buzz, like a static electricity as you get close to the door.
I walk up, not haughtily, but very much like I know I'm a major. Good morning, guard.
And you know
Zhulong Prisoner Transfer Service.
Good morning.
you know the shifts and everything,
Yeah,
right?
we know we're a little early. Today's a special
Do we
day.
know the names?
We are transferring
Yeah, we just have a schedule.
whatever the scientist's name is, Frankie Pickles,
Good morning.
to the Zhulong Internal Security Service for question.
Show me your orders.
It's the Internal Security Service. When the shield falls, you will know.
Roll
And then
up.
I need you guys to drop the freaking shield pretty quick. Okay.
What do you have to like?
I'll speak in my shoulder.
I'm assuming since there's two dwarven majors, I have
So-
advantage.
Do you
Yeah, I'm another government major. Like,
Sony's spin a hope?
I'm gonna spend another.
I have 5.
Okay.
Spend it.
Then spend it. I need another D12.
What are you gonna say,
Yeah,
Andrew?
no, you actually know that's. Oh,
Our order came straight from your masters.
Uh,
You should listen to us. I say it, shut.
yeah.
Now,
Okay.
do your best not to communicate, not to metagame. Does that make sense? You guys don't know what's happening here unless you use the stones.
Well, we coordinated ahead of time. Like,
That's
we know,
true,
Like,
yeah.
Your first job is to get in there and shut the shield down as fast as possible.
Yeah, but do you know the timing? Like,
Yes.
how quick is it? Or how? Do you know
We have
how
to
long?
They know the
to say.
schedule. They know the schedule. That we know the
That's
schedule.
what you like in your like, walk out.
We're-
Yeah,
There's a lot
but
of
you don't know how
trust.
long it's going to take them to
No.
shut the shield down.
We're hoping minutes.
You're hoping right now.
Yeah.
You want to shift here? You want to go here?
Let's
Let me roll to see if they even give us that time.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So I am rolling.
They're asking
Plus
for
3
a
again.
copy of your orders, which is this
And I'm
is
telling them
request.
it's CIA,
It's too
Dwarven
secret for
Internal Security Service.
Okay.
Levanti Beria told us
Yes.
to come get the prisoners.
Oh, daddy's being it for prisoners.
Hell yeah! No. This is fear 11.
Oh.
This is high hope with advantage, which means I just rolled a 23 with hope.
Okay.
No, a 26 with hope.
Nice.
Okay. Oh yeah, get your hope back.
Somebody just wet their pants.
Do I get my
They think it's Levanti Beria. They're like,
They-
we know that guy kills people in fucking alleys like for fun.
Yeah, they were having fun, like saying, "Oh yeah, show me," and it was like, "Oh,
okay.
We have like the Dwarven
Look
Security
at each
Service twin lightning bolts on our lapels or something.
Yes.
they
As we just
So you see like a pedestal next to them, and he leans down, puts his hand on. When he puts his hand on, it starts to glow. It's like, we need the barrier down. It's like, it's on schedule. It's like, this is very important. All right, give us the passcode, and he whispers something into the stone, and a few seconds later, the pink hue disappears.
someone yell into the stone like, "Don't, never mind."
Stop immediately.
So you know you have 30. There's a 30,
So it's 30 seconds.
30 for 30 seconds, and then it comes back automatically.
So we do need you guys to open it.
Yeah.
So wait, where are
Never
we?
mind.
You guys are
You're
here.
here.
How do we get in there?
You have to break it. Like your job is to.
These are separate places.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
not- okay.
That's why we have.
You're on solo at the
These are a mile
to
apart.
shut the shield down.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
You and Logan are here to shut the shield down from the remote bunker. We just got the shield let down for us to go in.
Okay.
So with that 26, I mean, do we want to shift to you guys, or do we want to just roll in and see,
Y'all
like, get the prisoner? Are they also
Somebody
asking
better
for the
say-
prisoner to be presented?
We shouldn't shut the
Do
shield
I have to
down.
roll again?
You guys should retrieve a pit prisoner, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are here to take
So
the
yeah,
prisoner to
Does this
Dwarven Internal Security
shut
Service.
that down?
yes. You know that somewhere in here is a control to shut the shield down. They made a call to here just now to say shut it down, and they spoke the password. You didn't hear it.
But that also shuts.
Yeah,
the
this
trigger
is where
down,
the
right?
control is to turn the shield on.
Yeah, but it's
and
only
off.
30 seconds.
So you guys can walk right in. They
Yeah.
open the door. They're like, "Well, right this way, right this." They're like, "Hurry up before we get in trouble!" And you only have 30 seconds to get inside the shield.
Yeah, we all go in.
Yep.
We go straight to the courtyard, and we're like, bring out.
But I mean, if
The
we take control
scientist.
of this, we can shut the shield down and the trigger for however long, right?
Good, because at some point they need to get out.
Yeah.
Because now you're trapped inside.
So we still need you guys to get inside.
It still
Yes.
remains to be seen. Or are you guys going to signal to us to...
But it shuts the alarm down too, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we would have told you the schedule. Like, you still... Because best case scenario, you guys get in there, shut the shield down for... Who gives it... Like, no one's going to know that the shield is shut down for longer than normal. It's a freaking invisible shield.
It's not
Like,
invisible.
No,
Has
it's
a
got
pink
pink.
key.
yeah,
He
but I
said.
mean, it's shut down officially in one spot. So if it gets shut down, it'll be like, oh, I wonder why the shield's down for some extra time today. Like, I don't think it's that much of a standout
It's an AWS.
thing. Yeah, exactly. It is like, it's a level 4. Someone's having trouble, and they're like, oh, the
Can't
button's
change
not working.
passwords.
Just
All right.
routine maintenance.
So are you communicating with these people?
No, they know that they need to get in there and shut the shield down,
Okay.
and they knew the schedule.
refreshing?
So
the
let's switch to
program,
them.
that's all.
All right.
It's like
You guys.
You were
Updating-
okay. Not
updating the
metagaming,
program.
right?
Now you can talk and communicate, but realize that it's obvious, right?
It's dangerous.
You need to like go over here and talk. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying, do we
One
see
second.
the shield go down?
No, you can't see it from here.
you're like miles away.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all don't know that they're inside.
Can one of
You
us...
just know that
Two
right
guards
about
up.
now,
It's 2 guards at
you
the
need to get
door
it down.
Okay.
because you don't know that they were successful.
So it should just be like
So it's going to be like a shield. The shield goes down, comes back up, and then goes back down again.
it should just.
Yeah,
be
someone needs to
everything
lower
is
the shield
staying-
to get out.
Everything is staying as planned. That's what it should be. Everything is staying as planned.
Yeah,
Right now.
So far.
get in there, shut the shield down
Yeah.
indefinitely until you hear from us, and then fucking bail. And we all meet at Point X-ray outside the city.
Okay.
Okay, you guys. There's 2 doors there are people walking around. This is in the middle of the city. There are 2 guards at the door. That's what you see.
You are in Julongian uniform.
Dang, she had a lot of uniforms on her, didn't she? Mm-hmm. But you rolled like a.
16.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. Okay.
What if I change out of my uniform? Come up and like, you're an officer. What if I just like, as a civilian, deck an officer with that full attention of the guards away?
Yes.
Probably set
You
a
could try
alarm
it.
for all kinds of bullshit that we don't need.
That would probably be
That's a good idea.
Stick to the
not a
plan.
good idea.
And we'll sort of ones too.
We have those on us.
My
So bad. Reading that.
Do we need to switch back while y'all think of a plan?
I don't think I understood this in quite the way that it actually is.
I mean, like,
This is the control for the shield
Yeah.
inside here.
But it's outside of where the actual shield is,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's miles away.
miles away.
a mile. Well, 1 mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know how like you remember? Did you ever watch Rogue One?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that.
I don't know why in my brain I was thinking that the controls were actually inside of the shield,
Yeah, that would make sense.
but
If you want to change like where you are or whatever, that's fine as well. If you didn't get, there's a button in here.
Yeah.
You push the button and
The
that
shield
shield goes down.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so it's like, someone give us like a time to turn the shield off.
Yeah,
Or
you knew what time to turn it off. Now I'm assuming that y'all are communicating to them that y'all were successful and they don't need to kill anyone just yet.
Yes.
Is that fair to say, or do you still want them to do that?
I'm saying if
Doritos.
No, go for it.
Yeah.
They're for the group.
Yeah, what I'm saying about earlier, like, we don't know that y'all succeeded, so if we go and turn the shield off now, it's gonna look like it went down again.
Don't overthink it. We told you to shut the shield down. Do it. You can't metagame. You
Stick
just
to the
have
plan. Stick to the
We
plan.
haven't.
Your mission right now
Are
is
we trying to
shut the shield off.
I guess I'll just walk up.
You know how missions fail?
I don't know how we do this with like people on the street. There's 2 guards there. Like if we,
And you were.
it's like what reason will we have
No,
to
you-
go in there?
No, I'm gonna be to Kyle only. I'm like, maybe we should like take them aside and talk to them privately. Make it seem like super important, you know?
I mean, if these guards are worth their salt, they're not going to leave their post.
But if they aren't, maybe, you know?
Maybe. I mean, we did
And
not.
I mean, what is our like rank? I guess. What is our uniformed rank?
What did y'all decide? I mean, it's up to you. You have forged uniform, or not forged, but you got fake uniforms.
Were we trying to feign like a guard change?
That would work.
I'll be honest, I didn't understand the plan, but thought I was.
Let's be like, petty officers. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
E5,
Okay.
which isn't too high in the officer ranks, but it's still up there.
All right, let's try shift change. We are taking over for these 2, and we're now the door guards.
So I'm like, look at one of these guys and be like, I know it's early, but something special's going on. So they want higher rates military officers to guard this post.
Oh yeah. Show me your orders.
Orders. Can we say that I took the forgery kit and made some false orders?
Yeah, like if you didn't understand. Yeah, that's cool. Why don't you roll with advantage? Presence.
It's not like a note from your mom.
These guys are super great dwarven officers. Love mom.
So I rolled a 12 plus 1, 13, 15 with hope. Good advantage.
Okay. That passes. They believe your orders. It's like, you guys think you can just replace us?
Yes.
I'm gonna have a word
I don't think it.
with your
The orders think that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It clearly states that you
What the order says.
must leave your post and
You get the
return.
rest of the night off. What
Hey,
are you complaining about?
Don't tell me what to do.
Hey man, go home, drink some
Go-
beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have kids. Go hug them.
They
Go
lock.
hug you. That's what they go hug your kids.
They're looking at you the whole time, just like you guys just.
I just take my post and like look straight ahead. Don't give them eye contact.
Oh yeah, like Bane military training. Just
Show them,
look straight. Just like
show them what a real door guard looks like.
I'm gonna spend a fear.
damn it.
Damn it. Who gave him fear?
He's had fear.
All of
Yeah,
us.
let him feel.
And they go. This is now a bar, and they go right across the street.
No. They're in the park going, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're looking at you through the window. They got their drinks set down, and they're just like look, making rude dwarf gestures at
So we
you.
got about 15 minutes before they get. How long does alcohol take them? metabolize in a dwarf? Probably longer than a regular
Probably a
person.
good couple hours.
Yeah,
They're pretty used to it.
Yeah, you,
half hour.
you take your post.
They're pretty
If
used to
they're
it.
really serious about
Do
drinking,
they,
it probably takes them a half hour to get fucked up.
Does the
They
bar
are
cafeteria,
historical
does it
door.
have like windows?
Yeah, they're looking
Like
at
shutters?
you. Oh yeah.
Okay, can I use my power push like
Use
to
that shutter.
shut the window, shut the shutters?
Well, you go like this.
Yeah, I want to do like a subtle like hand gesture. There's not like
Well, crud.
Descriptions
Now I
of,
wish I
like,
was there because I can do that. I can use my
Just,
wild
it
touch.
is.
hand gestures or anything. I just want to
We just gotta get
use
this.
my mind to like power push the doors, the shutters close on the windows.
Okay. You see them start. You don't really see their reaction, but they're face up to the windows, and then the
Dude,
shutters
you're in the middle of the
shut,
scene here. Pay
and
attention. No, you're not.
yeah. But yeah, you shut it
All right,
in their faces.
and I wait for a moment to see if they come out, or like if they.
I'll save my fear. They don't come out.
I'm gonna save my fear.
All right, and then after a few moments, when I notice they're not coming out, I'm gonna look over the horn. You're like, all right, check the door.
I checked the door.
Locked.
I kicked it out.
Wait, god damn it!
All right, roll a strength. Roll a strength.
You know, the windows got shut.
Let's see.
This is a 15.
Not looking good.
Check the door. And you just smash it.
9.
9.
You smash yourself.
With hope or fear.
With hope or fear.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to give myself hope.
Let's see what there's in
So you fail in a good way.
You
They don't see you.
You're just like, I'll handle this, and you turn around and you just punch the wall. So you haven't alerted.
Like, go open the door. Who's that?
You're like, but you haven't alerted anyone. That's the good part. Like, you didn't make noise because you just hit the wall. I don't know if you're trying to show off or you were just so eager for violence. You turn and just punch and.
What are you doing?
I thought it would open the damn door.
What? You punching the wall? God damn it!
Is there any fucking windows?
I'm gonna go and try to see it. Let me see.
Aren't you guys rogues? You can't pick the lock? Oh no.
They're not rogues.
You should have asked for the keys from the guys you kicked off.
Oh yeah, did they give us the keys when
Yeah,
we
with
changed
the-
the
no.
shift? No.
You're supposed to be there, so you
I'm
would
gonna
have
go
to.
across the street.
We forgot our keys.
I do not think that'd be
I'm gonna
very
just knock
appreciative.
on the door. Say, yes. Shift change. Special orders.
What?
Special orders. There's a shift change.
Alright, slide it under the door.
I'm gonna slide the forged note under the door.
It says, I love you.
What did you roll? This is a pretty good forgery.
16.
Alright. Make it quick.
Alright.
And click. Door opens.
Knock him out.
There are 2 doors inside. They're just kind of like, they're actually playing cards.
Like, okay.
But you do see a big button in the middle of the room.
Okay.
It's like, why are you guys here?
We, the prisoner transfer, so they want extra guards at the castle.
Specifically, Dwarven Secret Service, so it's on a need-to-know basis at this point in time. And you all do not need to know.
Oh, okay, Mr. High and Mighty. You guys aren't shield operators. I've never seen you before in my life.
That's fine. You don't need to. You can leave, though.
We can't leave. We're the shield operators.
Not tonight.
You are the shield.
Leave, or you will be demoted.
Levante Daria says otherwise.
You are not. You can't activate the shield.
What rank are they?
You might have just said something important.
Less
though,
than
before
you.
kill him.
They're not as high as you. You guys are like majors or whatever.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm gonna look at them both and like,
So
value your rank, leave.
when you say we can't activate the shield, and I like cross my arms in a very like high and mighty way, it's like, what exactly do you mean by that? Do you mean to tell me that you, in your position, are going to keep me from activating the shield when the time comes?
Give it a shot. And he motions at the. So there's like a big, kind of like a crystal ball in the middle. And he motions toward it.
I'm gonna just look down at the rank on my shirt, and then look back at him. Lower the shield.
Roll something. What are you rolling? Intimidate. Are you trying to like threaten his job, or are you threatening his life?
More his job.
Yeah.
Okay, you can roll intimidate.
Can I assist?
I'm gonna use one of my order-born dedications, and I'm gonna say to him as I look down at my rank that patience is a papaya, and if you follow your orders, stick it out where you are now, one day you'll make it to where I am. So I'm gonna use my D20 instead of my D12 for my whole die.
Okay.
And hope that goes well. Is he helping me in any way? I have advantage.
Ask again.
Are you helping?
Yeah, I'm just.
You have
feeling-
hope to spend.
Do you spend hope? God damn it! I can spend it.
How many?
He has no hope.
Just one hope. Yeah, he's got.
Spend it.
Go for it.
You'll get it back.
How are you helping?
With what I said earlier, I was like, if you
Yeah.
value your rank.
Okay.
That's good. That's better. 16. Yeah, 12.
Can't get higher.
So
David, you
that's
working?
28 plus 2 or 30.
30.
Jesus.
30 with what?
30 with hope.
With
Yeah, I rolled a 12 on the fear die and a 16 on my 20 hope die.
Bro, I was like,
and he puts his hand on another device nearby. I'm lowering the shield. Why are you lowering the shield? I'm lowering the shield, and he just puts his hand on the big crystal ball thing, and the ball, which was glowing, it begins to fade, and then the light kind of goes out.
Now kill him.
Do we get any indication that, like, was there, like, anything special that he did or said when he lowered the shield? Or do we notice anything
That's
that it was
right,
just,
we're
like,
making
responding
assassins.
specifically to him?
Get a detox from that.
He just put his hand on it.
No, no.
He did this
It's all hidden.
on the ball.
Like access, it has to be watched.
And you guys back at the fort, shield goes down again. As you guys are entering, everything's cool, everything's chill. The pink glow fades.
What do I have to roll to not metagame, but to trust my friends
Dad, we have
that this just happened, and to turn to the guards and be like, yes.
Just be honest. Like, what would Joe think? Would Joe think that everything's cool?
Kid's there. Kid's my boy.
Yeah.
Like, I sent, Kid's like my right arm, man.
So you guys walk in. The shield goes down again, and you hear him yelling into his little communication.
And I turn as he yells into that communication, and it's like,
Oh yeah, you rolled like 26.
26, with just a moment ago.
And, like,
He thinks dwarven fucking Hitler is where we're taking this guy.
And there's some resentment, but he backs off and straightens his uniform. And he turns his back to you, just like.
Okay, we just mark.
There goes protocol. You know, there's a system for a place for a reason. Dang it.
And we go into the middle, in the courtyard. Be like, bring out your dead. We bring out your scientists.
About 30 seconds later, shield comes back. The ball begins to glow again. let's go back here. You guys enter. There are crossbow doors on the walls. There are
Can't
two
find you, man.
doors
Keep the shield down. For
in the courtyard. That's where the scientist is, according to your intelligence.
Okay.
Draven's invisible. Are you headed?
You and I are in front, Andrew.
Yeah.
Dwarven Majors, we are like, bring out the goddamn scientist. It's transfer day. His easy life of fucking and eating our goddamn food is over. Today, he gets interrogated. For the glory of Zhulong.
I'm like, this dwarf is just like, you talking to me?
What? Talking to all you guys.
Like, I'm not authorized for that. And he's just like looking for the door, like
Everyone's authorized for that. Bring him.
you gotta talk to the general.
Bring him.
I'm not gonna get the
Now.
roll something.
Assuming presence, and that would be a 9 and a 4 plus 3 with hope.
16.
16. Oh. Yeah, 16 with hope.
And he looks at you and he's just like, all right. And he runs inside here.
So much protocol.
Runs inside there.
Monteveria doesn't follow protocols.
Yeah.
Infinite nuts.
You wait for a bit.
Heinrich Himmler does not follow protocol.
He comes back out. He's not coming. He's not coming. You can go talk to him. I'm really
So we
sorry.
just march through then. Yeah, straight into wherever.
And he's still apologizing. You guys are going by. Yeah, and I gotta watch the thing. So he goes back to the alarm. Back over
And
here.
you're staying there, right, Draven? Next to the alarm, and that dwarf.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you've already measured for a garrote or a nice knife cut around the throat.
You're like breathing on his neck. He doesn't know.
You're like,
Yellow marker, like dotted lines.
All right.
Already like mimicking like
This is the ground floor of that building.
Okay.
Can someone put the... Y'all are right here.
Andrew and I in front,
Yeah.
puffing our little dwarven major chests out.
Dwarves.
Shuffle!
More dwarves inside.
We are assuming that there's a portion of the Zhulong military that acts a little Banian. A little martinet.
A little crazy.
So you guys enter in. There's two more dwarves at a big door right here. And they look at these. What do you guys want?
It's transfer day for dwarven internal security.
We're here to grab the wizard.
To transfer the scientist from his life of ease into a life of interrogation until we get what we need for the glory of Zhulong.
Alright. Roll it.
God damn.
Can y'all
I'm doing
please
pretty well.
screw this up?
I have
At least roll with
+3.
fear.
I have +3
Have y'all rolled with fear tonight?
with advantage. Nope. So, I mean, 8. Oh, shit. That would be 8 plus 4 plus 3.
15.
15 even with fear.
Gain the faith.
You're successful in what you try to do, but something goes wrong. So they believe you. I'm like trying to figure this out.
Yeah, no, figure it out, man.
They believe you.
Dagger, this is our short, right here.
I was gonna hope to like make it more convincing. Be like,
Well, yeah, you did.
You did. You gave me advantage.
So
Like,
you need
you
to.
and I are right
yeah,
next to each other. That went as well as it could.
They are like, we don't have clearance for that. You've got to talk to the general.
we are the generals.
Or the majors. 2 majors do not equal a general. So they open the door and let us in. Then we'll talk to the general.
It's like, well, we have to come with you.
Okay.
That's the
fear response. Is we've now
yeah, they are now accompanying you upstairs, which I didn't need that very long.
Assuming I have to roll in front of the general. I've got +3 presence, plus you're giving me advantage. Just remember, this isn't D&D where it's like everybody gets to try. This is like the best person goes and you help them. It's narrative. You and I are marching forward, like you and I are part of this scene. You and me.
Let me know when you get down to like
role-playing game.
One of us can. I got 4.
I mean, if you want to come roll these dice, but it's me with the.
You guys come up the stairs.
Wait.
Here. Before you is. They come with you.
Allison Pendragon.
This is, you see hanging from the ceiling gear, like armor, the kind of that reddish brown armor that Eradus has.
Did you just say Taliesin Pendragon?
I did.
Oh, okay. That's a famous. Oh, did you pull a? Oh, I got it. Who I stole that name? Tell us, yeah.
You see
the most famous bard of actual Celtic history.
Diagrams, books, shelves of books, tables.
You could sing a stone to life, or sing a man to death.
On the other side of the room, a larger than normal dwarf is kind of staring out the window. He hasn't even. He obviously hears you coming around. And there's also a gnome working at a table.
Okay, I have an idea for how to please this gnome.
Okay.
So, in my experience, right, it says
you are a dwarf.
Sorry, I'm a soldier for my father's army. I could be like my father in this army 10 years ago.
Do you know who my daddy is?
Taught me everything to know about this. I've been here for all my life.
I would absolutely think that you would have a very good understanding
And that gives me
of how to talk to a dwarven general. Which means our advantages are equal.
Well, my presence is 1, so it'd be a technically +3.
+3 and mine, I'm a +3.
And then you can give me a hope.
No, it would give you advantage, which is exactly, it's +3 with advantage.
You roll another
whether you do it or I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine either way. If you want to do this, I will say that absolutely. Andrew, come here. Take these dice. You have a +3 with advantage for this scene because of your history with the Dwarven Army and speaking to generals like your dad.
Here he is.
The hope is the gold and the green, whichever one's higher.
No neck dwarf.
I was gonna say he has no neck.
No, there's a neck under there.
Are you sure?
He seems very veiny, but these guys are literally like black armor. They're like the obsidian dwarves.
Warhammer 40.
So roll and then think you're going to describe to Brady that you're talking to. Fuck yeah. That would be a 17 plus 3.
How can
Yeah, 20.
20 with hope.
Okay.
He doesn't need to move.
I'm gonna go up to this.
He's staring out the window.
He just stands there.
He
Thinks
turns
that.
around.
It's like showing
We have
off,
orders
it's like down
from
Dwarven Internal Security.
Dwarven Internal Security
Yeah.
to
He's the shield.
That's how it
take
Yeah.
this
From Dis.
science guy, right?
Take this sciencey guy back to
Back to headquarters to get rid of his nice, easy life and interrogate him for what we need.
That
I
is
have
probably
been-
an appropriate way to speak to a Dwarven general.
I have been in this army for 25 years, and my dad was in this army for another 50 years before that.
Check out
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Here to interrogate the scientist.
We're here to transfer the science
Transfer the
to
science.
interrogation
what do you say?
by the Dwarven Internal Security Service.
I see.
The mighty Dis.
Well, the Internal Security Service.
We're going to say it like Dis.
The security service would know that I have control over all matters regarding our friend and his.
They sent us to tell you what's happening in Taken while we were here,
Today.
as soon as possible.
20 with hope.
Congrats, one up.
I think you spoke very well, 11.
He turns,
Or me.
and you see he has a large lance, and obviously the lance is of the same tech. It's not. It's
All of
the-
us are here, right?
it's the
So we have to
invader.
go. If everybody has to fight, go for the guy with the big giant lance first.
Let's not plan on
I'm gonna snatch that shit.
Yeah. Your lance is my lance.
Get your tongue off my
Your
lips.
lance
He,
is my
he walks up
lance,
to
your
you.
lance is
I don't know
my
how big of a
lance.
dwarf you are.
Away my head.
Average on the bigger side. This isn't above average dwarf with above average armor.
I'm like decent. I'm like above average height, and then just like a big build.
Okay, so it's
Majors. He's a general. He absolutely looks like
figured.
dwarvenier than shinier than us.
He walks up to
There's
you.
two of us.
One, two better than one.
He's pretty tall for a dwarf.
Aren't you a little tall to be a dwarf?
Right. You motherfucker.
Turn to me.
It's an elf on
David,
stilts.
The head.
Better than. Aren't you short?
Oh shit! He just told us to.
I turn around, cut I set off.
Can I speak?
Sure.
We are not here, Lord, to get involved in the policies of the politics of Julon. We merely want to transfer the scientist today. Whatever we learn will be yours.
It'll
All
go
honor
straight
and
to you.
glory to General, whatever the fuck your name is.
How'd you know my
That's
Whatever the fuck your name is. More
Um,
to you.
Speak Dwarven?
Just like.
their address. You know, you're watching this conversation, and you feel a small bit of pressure suddenly on your chest, and the activation switch on your armor has been clicked. The gnome has snuck up on you. I won't take your stress. And activated your armor, and it's gone back to its heavy
Deus
chainmail.
Ex Machina here to fight.
So he touched the button on the
He's
weapon.
a dead.
Yes, and he walks up, and you see this. This is a very old gnome. He has like a multi-faceted, like multi-lensed eyepiece that comes down, and he's looking very closely at you.
He's like the guy like.
So where did you obtain this armor?
You find it in battle.
What did he say to you?
Where did I get this armor? Because I have my stuff on.
The gnome is the scientist.
Yes.
Yes.
The gnome is the scientist.
Yes.
You could also just hit him. I found it.
What? How do you? I mean, you have to think here. We can't metagame here. Wait,
No.
we can't metagame here.
Uh,
Joe, you've got to think of this on your own. You know?
I know.
I mean, I can help you out, technically.
By hitting him.
Yeah, you're with us. Like,
Checking, right?
You can speak up for sure.
I'm not going to do the voice because I don't think I can right at the moment.
lie. What? Not lie. 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 Lie.
La la la.
So
Down.
tell him you took it in battle against a snake person. Let's see if this guy knows whether or not Julong has fought any of the snake people. You took it in battle with the snake people. Totally true. That could have been as a Julong warrior. We don't know.
Yeah, I go ahead and I go, well, during one of our skirmishes with the snake people, I found this and I took it. I've already learned how to use it.
Yes, who taught you?
By myself.
Really?
Yes.
Let me show you something. And he grabs you by the ear. I don't know if you. It is aggressive, but it's almost like he's doing it in a way he doesn't understand that he's hurting you.
Like an
He's like
excitement.
dwarven grandpa. Your gnomish grandpa.
But like it's kind of nice to talk to someone your own height. But he grabs you by the ear, leads you to the table that he's at, and on it are stacks of tiny plates, similar to the plates that David actually has,
Mhm.
but these are more like,
Smaller ones.
like this big, stacks.
Okay.
It's like, on the side are several switches.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes the top, and the plates lift, and they swirl, and they become a fort with like a wall around it.
Mm-hmm.
He pushes another, and again they restructure into, it looks like small housing. Pushes again. There's a bridge, and he's showing you with the push of a button. He's able to reconfigure these plates that are pre-programmed into these different forms. Well, what do you think?
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my tinkerer's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hang on a second. Let me do this one first. So I'm like, well, something I've noticed is that every single form of this metal has different runes each other. If you take a look at it, I show them like one of the runes off of me, and then like so. If you take a look, these runes are completely different.
What do you mean?
So, I actually already theorized it. I theorized this. What if we take and scratch out these runes and put the runes, say, like that I have on here with my stuff that would control all this?
If you were able to control the weaponry of others.
But you'd have to be able to put the runes on there.
Perhaps a switch with multiple rune activations that covered a wide range of equipment. You could aggressively deactivate the armor of an enemy.
Yes, but you'd still have to know those runes.
Yeah, but perhaps there's a limited set of runes that we can use, and perhaps there's only so many different combinations. If we were able to cover them all, but perhaps there's an infinite number of combinations, which wouldn't work. And so the gnome and Era just kind of delve into this very technical, very involved, and he gets more and more excited as you're speaking, and you guys kind of get lost in the conversation. So
You guys are geeking out.
So they are
With all the
talking.
math formulas flowing here.
He starts to show you different sets of armor, different weapons. He is and I don't know if you are like excited or
I'm full fledged. I'm excited.
like you've forgotten about the mission. He is showing you.
I haven't forgotten about the mission, but I'm just like,
Found a new best friend.
yeah, pretty much. I found my new best friend. If we get him,
Yeah, this guy, and again, you're a goblin. People generally don't like you, and this guy walked right up to you
it's like,
with total respect, right?
Yeah.
And was just like, the fact that you're a goblin for the first time in a long time, you being a goblin is nothing to this guy,
Yeah.
right?
So I say, the two dwarven majors are noticing this. And we just say, Eris, grab your friend, let's go. Like, I know the dwarf in general has been a dick, and he told us to chop off people's heads, and like there's some political bullshit going on. But I responded to him. Now we're taking this fucking gnome and leaving.
The gnome stays.
He doesn't. We're just doing it. I'm not telling him. I'm not asking him. Like, I just told him, like, I'm not cutting my boss's head off. Whatever happens, you'll get the credit. I'm not down for politics today, sir. And we're leaving. And see.
And we're grabbing the.
Yeah, I told Eridus to bring the gnome with us.
Yeah.
Let's mark. Like, what is he doing?
So who's grabbing the scientist?
Well, I tell Eridus to
I'm
come with
with
us.
yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm like, he actually had, I'm like, hey, he actually has some stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, we can quickly take a look at his stuff, trying to like lure him closer to the group.
It's like, oh, I'd be very interested to see any new configurations that you haven't shown me.
Absolutely. We have a whole workshop ready for your disposal.
Yes. Bring it here, and I'm sure you'll be handsomely compensated for any.
Come with us.
Fred, I can't deal with you. There's very strict regulations to stay here. So
We are the Dwarven Internal Security Service. We write the regulations.
well, I'm afraid I can't leave without permission. And the general walks up, and his lance is out.
Uh-oh.
You should leave.
General, sir. Shulong does not need the kind of internal strife that this could bring. Let Director, I invent a freaking name, have his day.
He can come here. That's the security. No one leaves. But people may enter, just as you entered. Let him come here.
I say, the security is in, and I name a place. This would be think Ljubljanka, which was the prison that Levante Varia brought all the people to. Like there are names of famous prisons, and the CIA brings people to what's the Cuban Guantanamo. Like there are famous places. Like I named the Julong place. Like we can bring him to the black site, and he will tell. There is security in the black site.
Do you have any idea what's at stake?
Yes, exactly.
The victory
All
of
good.
Julong over pain. The victory for all of Aethoria.
Not just. See, I was on Eldaria. It was me who found these new intruders. On an expedition digging deep, we found a stone that we've never seen before. When I touched it, I saw a vision of their society, of their people, their way of life. They destroy and rebuild in an instant. And I realized after all of the wars, Serica, Bane, Julong, war in Eldaria versus Aethoria, Laura, right?
Yeah. The whole Bane's a whole the whole world right now, basically, right?
We need someone greater than us to come, wipe it clean, and rebuild in an instant. Imagine the irrigation applications, housing, defense. With their technology, they could help us. We need a superior civilization.
Oh. Okay, I know what to do here. You guys all backing me up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what you do.
This has turned into like a very one-sided thing. Does anybody else anything to do besides me?
We have convinced the guards over here to deal us into the card game. We're just like,
This has turned into like a single scene. I'll try to end it quickly.
We can switch back if you guys. But you guys are just kind of waiting.
For what? We don't know.
You're waiting for the call to,
Yeah.
in case they need the shield to go down. That's what you're waiting for.
But we presume it went back up.
Yeah, because we saw the flash.
yeah, we saw
Sorry, I'm
the
saying
In
again.
the last 30 seconds. Every time it goes down, in the last 30 seconds.
I turn to my squad and to the guards that came with us.
Mm-hmm.
I am Major Bumblefoot, whatever the fuck my name is. You have heard the general. He has left the path of loyalty to Julong. Arrest this dwarf.
Alright, roll it again. Gosh dang it. Can we not have Mr. Persuasion over here?
No.
Where's.
Woo! Hell yeah! That would be a 12 plus 8 plus 3 with hope.
Okay.
They're basically throwing him in jail. Put a knife.
Confiscate his weapon.
They look at each other. They really regret following you guys.
They're like, God damn it, when's lunch?
They.
Damn it, I don't get paid enough for this.
They're like looking at you, looking at the general, looking at his lance, looking at you. Go to the general. Sir, maybe for now we can just get this sorted out with internal security. And
I mean, he just monologued that he wants something bigger than Zhulong. Like, he just monologued in front of his own guards that he wants the world to be different than the kingdom of Zhulong, who he's supposed to be a general for.
He's a traitor.
sir, gosh, how would this go? Yeah, this guy
Throw him out
is.
the window. He probably killed
This
him.
guy is the way that he talks. He's like a religious zealot. He's like a suicide bomber.
Oh, son of a
Uh-oh.
bitch.
Not that he's gonna kill himself, but he's that kind of level of like,
Takes the people out.
Fanatic.
and like as he was talking about the world at war, it's just like he's just tired of it. He's just like, what, like the endless wars and the conflicts and vain, and it's like we can't just keep arming ourselves, armoring ourselves. They fight, they win, we win, and he's just like, no, we're done with this, and that's. He didn't have any problem saying that in front of those guys.
Everybody in the room besides him arrests him. What is he going to do? Including his own men.
That's a good stopping point, as they try to convince him to walk to
No, it's the wall.
leave peace.
I know this is really one-sided, but that was pretty dope. Sorry.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was good.
Here's my suicide coin. Won't we need in this?
Like, seriously, in this session,
Stuff one in the
we
journal.
kept Raven on team, hopefully. Yeah, God, there's so many fucking cool things happening in the scene. I can't wait to see the shorts on the stream. As we're pausing for the evening, I do think it is good for some housekeeping.